All right, guys, welcome back to the Unfiltered Podcast. We have a panel full of amazing ladies today. It's going to be a great show. Let's get it.
Oh no. I would have touched you with a fucking stick.
Yo, baby! How y'all doing on this beautiful, beautiful Friday night? Before we get into the show, those guys, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you get notified every time we go live. Tonight we have 6 beautiful, lovely ladies with us. Guys, make sure you become a member in the locals. In the locals, you get to see all the juicy drama from the yacht parties, the podcasts, the strip clubs, all the stuff like cups being thrown, fights, punches being thrown. That's all in the locals. So make sure you become a member. Also, guys, become a member.
Real quick, we're going to add girls twerking on there. Special request from Jules. We talked about it yesterday. She wants you guys to be able to see that shit. So go ahead, bro.
Guys, also become a YouTube member. To become a YouTube member, you need to do it on desktop. Click join. There's 6 tiers. The top tier gives you the best perks possible. That means top percentage off of merch. You get the Instagram chat for members only. You also get our personal number to do business, guys.
Shout out to the Discord gang. Discord, hit me up. We're all in the Discord, guys. The new link is at the top. Make sure you guys click and join up. Ask us any questions you want. Me, Eric, and Basil are in the Discord. Also, guys, unfilteredpodcast.shop. Make sure you go out to the new website. We're adding some new merch soon, guys. You can pre-order now, I believe, on the website. So make sure you guys hit us up. And if you have any designs that you want to see, any special requests, let us know, and we'll definitely consider putting that up on the website.
All right, cool. Before we get started, ladies, make sure that you guys pay attention to us on the table here, okay? Just pretend that you're at dinner with some friends, and let's not look at the chat because the chat will roast you. And those, for the most part, our chat is pretty cool, but they will roast you sometimes. Guys, welcome to the Unfiltered Podcast, man, the realest podcast in the fucking world. Definitely the one up and coming here in Miami. We want to thank you guys for tuning in today. You guys could be anywhere, but you're here with us. Thank you, ladies. Ladies, thank you so much for coming today. Thank you for being on time. If you guys want to donate, please donate through the Streamlabs link. It's going to be pinned on the chat. Guys, every time you guys donate, we get they only take 3%. Streamlabs takes 3% opposed to YouTube's 30%. Think about that for a second. YouTube takes 30% and OnlyFans only takes 20%. So we're getting pimped out. I don't like that. So make sure if you guys are donating and super chatting that it actually comes back to the podcast. We reinvest everything right back into the studio, get new cameras, etc. Subscribe, like the video, guys. If you like the video, it helps us out a lot, pushes us in the algorithm. Share the video. Yesterday we had a crazy topic, the body count topic, and I posted
popping on Instagram right now.
I posted that on Instagram, and it already has, I think, close to like 300 comments. I think I want to start off with that just to see what the ladies on the panel think about it. Chat, let me know what you guys think. If you have any super chats, any topics you want us to cover, go ahead and send that in. Jules and Curtis and Basil are doing their thing. Also, if you have any questions for the ladies, any requests for the ladies, go ahead and super chat that in as well. Real quick, does body count matter, yes or no?
Yes.
It does matter. Okay. Does body count matter, yes or no?
Raw body count.
What body count?
That's never changed.
Oh, so you said raw body count.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're saying if you have sex unprotected, it counts.
Yes.
If you have sex with condoms, it doesn't count.
Yeah.
Okay. Does body count matter, yes or no?
Yes, body count matters.
Okay. Does body count matter, yes or no?
Yes and no. It just depends on like the person that you're with and.
Okay. In society in general, does it matter, yes or no?
In today's society, yeah.
Okay.
It
what
does
about
matter.
in the other society, the past society?
Yeah, I'll say yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right,
So
cool.
it's
So-
yeah.
okay.
Let's say if anything, it mattered more then than
It more,
now.
yeah,
Okay.
it mattered more
Let's
then
say
than
if
now.
a nigga like pill popping Sally over goddamn business lady, goddamn,
You're
then
right.
that's what a nigga like. A nigga gonna be with whatever he like.
Okay,
is true.
real quick. Does body count matter, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. You said body count doesn't matter, right?
No, it does matter.
It does matter? Okay. You said it. Okay. Never mind. So I think everybody here said it does matter.
Yeah.
Wow. First time.
Well, Cream kind of said raw,
Yeah.
and that kind of threw me off a little bit because I still think
Well,
why?
Remember, Cream also is okay with fucking guys, even though she has a boyfriend. So
Oh yeah.
so she's cool with that.
Cream a little different. Okay.
Cream is a special case.
Wait, why should a woman's body count matter though?
Why should it matter?
Yeah, I mean, guys have like a lot of bodies, so why can't girls have a lot of bodies?
Okay, so you playing devil advocate today? Okay.
Shit,
I'm
long as
just
you
wondering.
ain't around here fucking raw, goddamn, that would scare me. A motherfucker who fucking every Tom, Dick, and Harry with no condom, boy. Woo,
Okay, but
that's
we're
a
not.
problem.
Hold on, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about for men. Why should it matter? And there's an easy reason why it should matter. Number one, paternity. Okay, I want to make sure that you, if me and you have kids, that I don't have to question whether it belongs to somebody else. Okay,
Correct,
that's the number one reason. But number two, bro, I don't want you to have sex with 40 people, 50 people.
Yeah, because ultimately, when you're with somebody, you want that person to be all about you and not having to go around and be like, oh, yeah, you're talking to so and so. And it's like, oh, yeah, I fucked her. Or, you know, so and so fucked her too. It's
Okay,
like,
real
damn.
quick question. Why do men want women to be exclusive?
Because they don't want to be out and about with, you know, hanging out with their boys. And all of a sudden, they're like, oh, no, yeah, because I fucked your bitch.
Okay.
And as a guy, how I see it, as a guy, is like, I feel you are a representation of who I am, and the fact that you're out here hoeing around and throwing ass like if it's fucking cash, like,
Okay.
at least for me, you know,
Okay.
like it could be different for everybody else.
Would you say that the same thing applies the opposite way?
Yes, it definitely does.
Okay.
Because I can be with you and you can have, let's say, 30 plus bodies or 40 or whatever the case may be. That's fine. But as long as when you're with me, you respect me, and it's not like, oh, I'm with you, but I'm fucking so and so, and I have to sit there and listen like, oh yeah, I fucked your nigga.
Okay.
No,
All
doesn't
right,
work
cool.
that way.
Well, I just realized real quick, man, we didn't get a chance to introduce the ladies, but I'm gonna get back to that in a second.
Yeah.
You want to go ahead and introduce yourself first?
Can I
Go
get
ahead.
your name, age, and what you do for a living?
I'm a stay-at-home mom, and my name is Marilyn,
And what's your age?
What's your age?
21.
Okay.
And you're a stay-at-home
stay-at-home
mom? How old is your child?
She's 6 months.
Okay. Okay. So you don't have a job.
No, I don't.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Are you like with your baby daddy?
No, we're not together anymore.
Okay.
You're
But
doing
he's,
or
like,
he's
very-
doing?
My doing.
Okay. You're doing. Okay. We'll get back to that. Introduce yourself, please. Go ahead.
Cream, 21, dancer, hair, makeup artist
Escort.
/ 304 specialist.
All right. Introduce yourself, please. Go ahead.
Chantel, I'm 20 and I'm a Starbucks manager.
Shout
I
out to you.
provide Starbucks here and there for Jules.
Yes,
And
sir.
Basil.
Shout out
Yes,
to
Facts,
you.
sir.
yeah, facts.
Shout out to you. We appreciate that. Okay. What about you? Introduce yourself, please.
I'm Jennifer. I'm 25. I work for an orthopedic doctor and I do physical therapy and medical records.
Okay. Shout out to you. Welcome. What
Thank
about
you.
you?
I'm Abby. I'm 21. I'm in the process of getting my master's in fashion design, and I have OnlyFans.
So that means you have a bachelor's in
Yo, I love how they do
Fashion.
that. Like they give
Yeah.
like the high thing, and then they're like, and I do OnlyFans on the side.
it's a little
Just
plug.
psychic.
It's a little plug.
Yeah, I got them degrees. I still a hoe.
Well, I get that degree,
Just
but
my
you can
hoe.
still see this pussy.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Okay. All right. That's cool. Would it be okay if the viewers subscribe to you? I wouldn't recommend it.
sure.
But okay. Yeah. what benefits would they get if they subscribe to you?
You have to find out.
Oh, really?
Subscribe to find out.
Okay.
You can't give them a little
I
teaser,
would
like
for
give them like a
nothing
little
for
what
free.
they gonna see.
Nothing's free.
Hell no, they finna get finessed.
Can we-
If anything,
do you think that a guy that subscribes to you would ultimately end up respecting you?
Probably not.
Okay. But it's worth the transaction for the money?
I guess. Yeah.
I mean, why
Can-
would they not respect her though if they're keep buying subscriptions every month?
Because they probably see her as like she just doesn't respect herself.
Yeah, it's super degrading.
So it's-
but I don't really care. I don't
Okay.
know why.
What made you start a OnlyFans though, if you don't mind me asking? Like, what was you just like? I just want to do it.
I just love money. I love buying things. So why not
get a
have
sugar daddy.
extra income?
Sugar
I gotta
daddy.
pay for
It's
them.
not that
You gotta pay
easy,
for them
though.
student loans, man.
Sugar daddies are not
and
that
sugar
easy.
daddies come and go. You gotta find a good, consistent
Hold on,
one.
let me ask you a question. Hold on. Why can't you get a sugar daddy?
I mean, I could.
But you know that you would have to give something up, right?
Right. Yeah.
And you don't want to. You're willing to do OnlyFans because, in a sense, you don't have to give anything up physically.
Right. Exactly. That's
Okay.
a big part of
So
it.
that's
too.
the boundary for you right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Because I think a sugar daddy would probably give you the money you want. And you wouldn't need OnlyFans, but it's like you have to pick one, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Shout out to you. Real quick, shout out to the chat too, man. Oh, there goes Jules laughing.
There she
So,
goes.
there goes the chat. Chat, make sure you guys super chat, man. Anything you guys want to talk about real quick. So earlier you said it would be the same thing for men and women, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if a guy had a high body count,
hmm
why would that matter to you? Because we already know why a woman having a high body count matters to guys. So why would a guy having a high body count matter to you?
Not necessarily that it would matter. I feel like as long as you move about it a certain way, then it's fine. Like you can, let's say, I mean, I'm not saying you have,
My body
50.
count's 45.
Okay, there you go, 45. Your 45 bodies doesn't matter to me as long as, and respect to, to Jules, like if me and you were together,
Mhm.
as long as you are respectful to me and you're not out here fucking X, Y, and Z, like I'm perfectly fine with it,
Okay, but
because you
here-
have the quote unquote the experience
Okay.
of being able to have sex and be able to pleasure a woman and XYZ.
Okay, but that's the point. You like that I have the experience.
Yeah,
correct? Okay.
yeah, of course.
Now here's the thing. If it was vice versa and I
Mhm.
was dating you, you had 45 bodies,
Mhm.
there'd be no way for you to justify those 45 bodies.
No,
in
of
my
course not,
opinion.
because as a woman, you have to have self-respect.
Right.
And if you're out here just, giving everybody pussy, what's the point?
so
You're worn out at that point.
you're essentially agreeing with me that it's not the same though.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Okay, cool. Shout out to you.
Do you have brothers?
I have a 9-year-old brother.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
You talking like you got a bunch of
You have,
brothers.
you have a father?
Yeah.
Is he like you guys have a really good relationship?
Yeah.
Would you say he's like a stern, disciplined type of father?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, yeah. Then that usually
I
is-
grew up very
Listen-
strict.
Listen, there's usually a way that women end up, thinking like her. They either have brothers that keep them in their place, and it sucks because women don't like to be kept in their place,
Mhm.
or they have a father who was very strict. He
Mhm.
disciplined you, but he also showed you love.
Mhm.
So it wasn't like he was just being rude. He showed you, hey, listen, I'm gonna
There's a
discipline
silver
you.
lining. Mhm.
Right. And discipline is the highest form of love.
Mhm.
The problem is in today's society, people don't think that. They think the opposite. They think if you discipline your kid, you hate your kid,
Mhm.
which is not true. I have 2 kids, and I discipline my kids because I love my kids. Okay,
Yeah, because at the end of the day, you don't want them to go out and
I don't.
looking like
If
whatever.
my daughter had a high body count, I told everybody here, and
Mhm.
I've told even my girl, I would disown my daughter because I'm not gonna sit here and spend all my time and all my money and all my resources to make sure you have the best life possible
Mhm.
for you to go out there and give it to a random guy like you're nobody.
Mhm.
Right? Like if I care about you, you should care about yourself, right? Shout out to Jules and her laugh.
Jules.
We should make
We gotta clip.
we
that.
should make Jules laugh like a soundbite.
comment.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now,
I
I have
gotta
a-
clip it.
I'm sorry. I have a question for you. You said it was your doing earlier, correct?
Mhm.
Okay. Why would you leave your kid's father? Do you understand the type of position that you put your kid in when you separate?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you really understand, or you're just saying
No,
that?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
What
'Cause
type of
I
posi-
wasn't raised with the dad, so like I know what I'm doing.
Okay. So what type of position do you put your kid into when you separate like that?
I mean, her dad is still in her life. He's not like gone or anything. Like he's very much in her life, and like he's a good dad.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But now y'all have to co-parent. He's not there all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
Why did you leave? What's the reason? If you don't mind, just
Um,
giving us a brief
To
synopsis.
be very honest with you, like he was very toxic with me and like very controlling, and
I like that you said that. What was controlling about him?
like I don't know, like he wouldn't like let me go out. He wouldn't let me hang out with friends. No, but like
I'm sorry, but I could hold it in. My bad.
Okay, no.
Keep going. I didn't mean to laugh. Keep going.
No, I'm just saying like he was like very controlling. Like if I would be out with my family, he always assumed I was doing something else.
Mhm.
Or like if I was out with friends, he always assumed I was cheating on him.
Mhm.
And it was like always like some toxic behavior that I was like, bro, it's been like 3 years and you're still on the same stuff.
Mhm.
Like
I would be willing to bet that somewhere along the relationship, you did something or
Mhm.
gave him a reason to doubt you, and he never recovered from it because most men don't. And you're laughing, so I know that it's true,
That was
but you won't sit here and
mean,
admit it. But
no, I
you'll,
have
but,
no reason
but
to
you'll
like
come here and
lie.
you'll sit here and say he was controlling, he was toxic, he was this. But I know because I've been in that type of situation where a woman will do something, right?
Mhm.
And it is hard for a man to forgive a woman the way that a woman
Very
forgives a
true.
man is very
True.
hard
Mhm.
Yeah,
because
I
we
see
we
that.
get hurt like to the soul, right? Like whenever a girl that I cared about did something to me, I could care about her to this day, but it still hurt me like to my soul because she was the one woman that I was willing to do things for that I wasn't able to like. I didn't
Mhm.
want to do it for nobody else.
Yeah, I
So
see
I don't
that.
like it when women come on here and say he was toxic, he was insecure, he didn't do this, he let me do this, but you did something to make him that way. So what'd you do?
Every action comes with a
I
reaction.
think that like I don't know.
You DM'd his
You
best friend.
know.
You
I
DM'd
like-
his
I-
friends?
I like how Basil starts like just throwing shit out there. You DM'd his best friend. You fucked his
No.
dad.
No.
No. All jokes aside,
No, I
what
did threaten to do that, but no, I didn't.
Oh,
you threatened to do that?
Whoa.
Oh my god.
His
Why?
dad though, that's
Okay.
crazy.
No, I never would though.
Okay,
but
but you threatened to
I
do
did
it.
it to get him mad.
Okay. Now, and here's another thing that women do. They will say
That's
shit in arguments.
toxic.
They will say shit to get you mad because a woman's most powerful weapon is her mouth, bro. It's her tongue,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Now she could do good thing with that tongue, or she could do bad things
I
with
can
that
think
tongue.
some stuff
You
she
know
can do
what I
with
mean?
that tongue.
shit.
But the thing is that you don't understand. Even in joking, like my grandmother used to say, within every joke there's some truth.
Yeah.
So men don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah.
So I want to know what you did though. What did you do for him to not be able to trust you?
I
Keep it
cheated
real.
on
We're
him.
unfiltered.
You did
I
what?
cheated on him.
You cheated on him. Okay.
Red flag.
Wait,
So
who?
No, I know.
okay, cool.
Who'd you
Let's-
cheat
hold
on him with?
hold
The
on.
shade, the
Listen,
shade.
the one thing we're not gonna do here is shame you. The chat's gonna shame you. Okay, we're not gonna shame you. Shout out to the chat. So,
Shout out.
who
Man, the chat some hoes too.
The chat's I can't, yo, I
Yo.
can't let you talk about the chat like that, bro.
She just,
Yeah, they fucking too.
You
They
just-
hard.
I
you just,
can't-
I
They
cannot.
they fucking out of wedlock.
I
They're
can't-
whores too.
Cream.
I can't let you talk about the chat like that.
Yes,
No, I can't.
yes,
You can't.
You know what? Get up and get the fuck out.
You can't
Nah.
call the chat. You can't call the chat hoes.
yes.
Okay, real quick. Okay, all jokes aside. So you cheated on him, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Why?
It was like in the very beginning of the relationship, like I was with somebody and instead of leaving that person, I ended up getting with my baby daddy.
Mhm.
And so I would like go between both of them,
Okay.
kind of. So like honestly, like from the beginning of the relationship, there was always like that doubt.
Okay.
So from then on, it was like
Okay.
that's
Now,
it.
That's
respectfully,
fucking harm.
why would you then not understand and comprehend that the whole entire relationship, the foundation was built on some shit?
No, yeah.
So then when he's asking you, what are you doing at your family event? Who are you with? Who are your friends? He doesn't trust you.
Yeah, I know.
So I wouldn't call that toxic. I mean,
No,
that's
I know,
something
but
you both have to work
eventually-
through.
But I just feel like eventually, like, bro, it gets to a point that it's like, okay, it's been 3 years now and it's like the same stuff. Like,
Mhm.
if you don't trust me, then like, what are we doing together? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but you should have ended it then right then and there too,
yeah.
because it's
I
a
guess.
two-way street.
Yeah.
No, though. Mainly, if she the one cheated, look, if my nigga cheat
And-
on me and he
and he
tell
wanted
me
to
he
stay with
cheated on
me.
me, I have no choice but to either suck that shit up or let it go or leave.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, well,
If-
so you're blaming the guy.
He was not obligated to
Hell
stay
yeah,
with
either
me.
you gonna suck that shit up and build the trust back or you gonna leave.
Okay.
If you know this something
but
that's
I'm
too
saying-
bad for you as a man that you know you can't get past and your ego won't let you get past
Okay.
this, then go find you another hoe.
Okay, that's a good point. You
no,
want to say
I'm
something?
saying not just off of that. I'm saying like with her, because she's like, oh, it was 3 years
see
and
what
it
you're saying.
took you time. Like if that was the case, and he could have just broken up with me. But it's like, and again,
How often was he doing it? Like, was he complaining about it? Because you guys had a kid. So here's the problem. You get pregnant. So if you're telling me he's been doing this from the start, that means year 2 you guys had a kid, or 2.5, and now you have a 6-month-old.
Correct.
So that's where it gets cloudy for me, because
Right.
it's like, and again, I'm not trying to shame you. I'm just saying,
No, I know.
if he has all this insecurity, you have the kid. Now you guys are attached for life.
Yeah, why
Yeah,
the
I
fuck you
know.
keep dealing with it too?
No, but wait, hold on, real quick. She does bring up a good point though. I
Mhm.
think if your girl cheats on you, as a man, I think you should have enough self-respect to walk away from that
I
relationship.
told him that.
right?
Either you
Yeah,
suck
but-
it up
But you don't
I
you-
told
or
him
leave.
that,
listen,
though.
and if you did tell him that's very brave of you. That's cool. He should have listened.
I told him plenty of times.
But
I was
here,
like,
but here's the thing: you have to understand, and this is one thing that women don't understand sometimes. A lot of guys, right? And I'm one of them, right? We go through life and we go through shit too.
Mhm.
But as men, we don't have any safety nets. Like I remember going through everything I went through, being homeless, sleeping at park benches, and doing all that shit. No one came up to me. People used to walk by the park and see me sleeping on a bench, and no one came up to me to say I'm gonna help you out, right?
mhm.
Now, women have these safety nets, men don't. So when you find a girl, right, and I'm not saying that's what he went through, but whatever, like sometimes in life people go through different things in the same ways, right? So whatever he was going through, he probably found you and said, I really care about this girl. Like I care about this girl more than I care about any other girl. And so he was so emotionally invested into you that it was hard for him to just walk away.
Yeah.
And
that's
maybe he
definitely the
held on to
case.
that, hoping maybe this can get better, And also, how old are you? 21?
21.
So I imagine he's around the same age, right?
Mhm.
How old is he?
20.
20? He's younger than
He's
you.
a year younger.
Okay, cool. So you see what I'm saying? Like most men don't really get to know what they're doing. I think it took me till I had my kids. Like, you know, when you're 25 to around that age is when you really start to look at yourself and say, yo, I'm fucking up here.
Yeah.
Right. So you know, you guys are both very young, but I think he should have had enough self-respect to walk away. And I think if he had a good father figure in his life, or maybe like an uncle or brothers, they would have told him, you need to walk
They
away.
did. Like his family did, his friends did, but like he didn't care about that. Like I don't. Like,
Are you going out with your friends now and doing all the shit that you wanted to do?
Yeah, she's smiling.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Partying and
she's smiling.
living my life.
Yeah.
My
Living your
coochie
life.
big, my booty
Wait,
hole
hold on.
brown.
exactly.
But you have a 6-month-old kid. Like, why are you still doing
no,
these
it's 'cause the
activities?
I
family
mean,
could watch the
No,
kid.
it's not that. It's that we have
Right.
like we split the baby. So like I have her during the week and he has her during the weekend.
Yo, I'm starting to think
Whoa,
that
whoa,
women.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
I'm starting to think that women are doing this. Like, let me have the kid split, and then I'm gonna go out and
Yeah,
have
yeah,
fun when
yeah.
he has the kid,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
there's a lot of women doing
100%.
this.
And then vice versa. I mean, when I was pregnant, this man was living his life, like living his
okay.
life. So it's my turn.
I almost wish we could talk to him because I'm pretty
Yes,
sure he
man.
would, you know, because
Ooh.
he's
Do you
not
call him?
he's not here to defend himself. You know what I mean? And just like I said earlier, when you were sitting here calling him insecure and toxic and all this stuff, like he's not here to defend him. But I guarantee that you did something. I guarantee you did. Because
I mean, we both had our fair share of like fucking up, you know.
yeah, but I just think men overall love harder than women do. I really do. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm not saying in general, but I'm saying when you really get down to like a real relationship, because in general, like we're
The man always has to love the woman more than the woman has to love the man.
we're gonna meet girls and we don't fall in love with them. But when we do fall in love with a girl, we're in there,
Yeah.
right? It's deep.
Mm-hmm.
And I always say men fall in love and women fall in business. Because you can quote unquote love me, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if I go broke, if I lose all my money tomorrow, I have the clock starts ticking for me. You're gonna lose love for me within about a few months, if that.
Not only that, if you look like you're scared, or you look like you don't know what you're gonna do, I don't know what my next job. Like if she sees you in a point of vulnerability, that's not only you losing your job, but it's also like, damn, now he looks like he can't lead me anymore. That's when you guys out. You're gone.
Yeah, I would give any guy a piece of advice, man. Don't date. If you're not gonna get married to a woman, and I wouldn't get married in the courts, don't have a kid with no woman, bro. Don't have a kid with no woman. And then also, be careful with these girls, bro, because now he has you for 18 years. This guy has you for 18 years.
More than that.
And based off the way you're carrying yourself right now, the way how you're like, yo, I'm still going out her party and I'm still enjoying. Your friends, are your friends helping you pay for the baby stuff?
No.
Are your friends helping you
It's
raise
not
your
their-
kid?
But it's not their.
Yeah, but so
job.
why are you investing your time into doing shit with your friends? When you guys go out, when you and your friends go out, who's paying for the stuff? Who's paying for the drinks? Who's paying for the food?
Whoever gets their own drink, everybody buys their own stuff.
Everybody
Like,
buys their own. Okay.
promoters.
Promoters.
Other
Okay.
guys.
So other men are providing for you.
You don't pay for it.
No.
Okay. You see, life is easy for
See,
women,
that's
bro.
the
Wait, hold on.
insecurity. That's where the insecurity
no.
come right there.
Think about it like this, right? You had a baby. Your family helps you with the baby, right?
No.
No. So who's taking care of the baby right now?
Him or his mother.
Him or his mother.
Mhm.
Okay, so his family helps you out with the baby.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you get to go out, right?
Mhm.
And then you get to go out to parties and clubs and do all this stuff on someone else's wallet, right?
Mhm.
And you have no job.
Mhm.
Like you see what I'm saying? Like it may sound like I'm coming at you right now,
No,
but
it
what I'm
doesn't at
what
all.
I'm
I'm just
saying
saying
is, are you investing your time wisely into the right things? Because your friends aren't gonna be there that baby's entire life.
I know that. I mean, I'm not saying that like I spend time with my friends 24/7. Like I do other things, but I'm saying like I literally get 3 days a week. to
What are
be
the
with-
things you do?
I'm about to say because
just
you don't
said-
got no
you said you're
job.
unemployed.
You don't
say
have a
do
job.
nothing.
I'm with my daughter Monday through Friday though,
Okay.
or Monday through Thursday.
If he don't care for you, who
Oh,
care? Like who
he
take
does,
care of
though.
you?
He does.
Does he pay? Who? Is
Like,
he on
he-
child
Like,
support?
yeah,
Is he on
like,
child
On child-
support?
I don't have him on child support, but he does like provide.
He has
But
to,
the
bro.
child support is
So
not
when
for
he give you
though.
a certain amount of money a month, and that's how you pay the rent.
No,
like,
but someone's paying for the baby's diapers, the baby's formula.
because how do you provide?
Him.
That's the question.
Okay, so hold on, listen. So he's providing for the baby.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, that's cool. So
But how do you provide for you?
I mean, he's the one who decided to get me pregnant at 21. Like,
no.
No. That's a
Oh.
two-way street. No,
Goodbye.
no.
First of all, that
Because
definitely
Ladies,
is.
one
'cause
mic at a
if-
time. One mic at a time. Why is it his fault that you guys got pregnant? You opened your legs to him.
yeah, but like he low-key told me that he couldn't even get me pregnant.
And
Like, he
you
said that
like,
he's
and you're gonna
supposed to
sit there and you're gonna believe him. You
Yes,
don't know how to,
no,
the
because his
woman's
mom- His mom had
reproduction
told me the same
system
story about
works?
his dad. That his dad wasn't able to have kids for like 12 years. If
and
lo
you're gonna
otro.
believe a guy instead of having him to go get tested.
Yeah, I
Like
know.
whatever a guy
doesn't make
tells
sense.
you,
But
I'm
his
about to
mom's
say,
matter.
yeah, he done trapped and
He did
finessed
that.
your
Until
ass,
this day,
but
he will say that.
Oh,
He will
God.
say, like, I trapped
Hold on. Hear me out real quick.
Nah,
What's
he
your name?
trapped
What's your
him.
name
He
again?
don't get finesse.
Maryland.
Marilyn. His mother told you that his dad wasn't able to have kids, and
Mhm.
yet they have a kid together.
No, they said that it took 12 years
It
for
took
him
12
to like.
So
eventually
you
have a kid.
assumed, well, your mom took 12 years. We,
Let me
we,
take
we
12.
must take
No,
12 years.
let me
he
take
had the
12.
same
Come on,
issue,
let's
and
just
I
spit it
believed
out
him.
now.
So
Okay.
I think it's because they're both young.
Yeah.
To be honest,
It's,
And
it's just it's a
immaturity.
level of naive, right?
Yeah.
It's just a level of naive, and that's cool right there. Okay, cool. Shout out to you. And one more thing before we move on. You're a single mother now, Marilyn.
Mhm,
You're a single mother now, and I have 4 sisters. Okay, and I'm a father myself.
mhm.
Do you understand how hard it is for single mothers in the dating
I was
market?
raised with a single mother.
Okay, and is your mother still single to this day?
Yes.
Okay. Do you understand how hard it is for single mothers to eventually pair bond with a guy that really loves them because you've already put yourself behind the 8 ball? You already have a kid.
Yeah.
You don't really have anything to offer.
Yeah, but he's a way better like man than what my dad was, or like my sister's dads were.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about in general. Unless you fix things with your ex,
Mhm.
which it sounds like because of all the things you guys have gone through, that it probably is very unlikely. Do you understand how hard it's going to be for you to eventually get a person that's really going to love you to the point where he'll accept you and your kid?
Mhm.
And especially right now, you have nothing to offer. And you may think you're young right now. You may think that this doesn't matter, but you're literally in your prime. 10
Yeah.
years from now, right? Actually, 9 years from now,
you're gonna be trying to play catch up.
you're gonna be
Mhm.
out. You're gonna be looking at everybody that you want to be with is gonna want to be with the girls that are around your age.
Mhm.
And you're spending your valuable time partying, going to clubs.
Mhm.
She don't give a fuck, bro.
Yeah, she like,
She
yeah,
don't give a fuck. Okay,
uh-huh.
It's not that
As soon as the
insane,
podcast
like-
over, I'm going right the fuck
She
back.
don't care. She want to be
What you talking about?
outside.
And that's a shame, man, because you know who suffers? The kids suffer. And I was one of those kids that suffered. I didn't ask to come here.
I don't think she's suffering though. Like,
Yeah, but she's a baby
She has
now.
a
She
good
doesn't.
life.
She's not gonna remember anything.
she has a good life though.
No, it's fine.
and
she can have a
she
great
could- she
life,
could have had
but
a better
both of her
life.
parents
she's
were-
not gonna. Right now, she's not gonna remember anything because she's 6 months. 6
Mhm.
months to a year, maybe a year and a half. They're not gonna remember any of that. But after the baby turns 2 and they see that mom is clubbing, dad is not there. I only see him 2 times a week. It's gonna build, and it's
Kids
gonna
get
continue
older and
building.
see who the
And
fuck
that's
the
gonna
problem
create-
is.
Yeah, and it's gonna create like a trauma, and then that's when you have kids nowadays like, oh yeah, I'm traumatized because my mom wasn't there or my dad wasn't there.
They be like, but
And
my
it's
mom
just
was
an
a hoe.
ongoing, yeah, it's an ongoing cycle that you create. And I'm not saying you parent however you want to parent, because
Yeah.
ultimately at the end of the day, that's your kid, your life, your decision.
Yeah.
But you also have to not only think about yourself in the moment of, oh, let me go party. to-
Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. Okay, shout out to Jeremy Tucker, $20 super chat, man. It says this girl's baby daddy needs to use this in court. Gentlemen get custody. No, not visitation.
Yeah, because technically, if he was to use this in court,
Now he's trying to
she
help him
could-
build a paper trail.
No, like seriously though, because I mean, if a mother is supposed to be the safe haven of a baby, you're supposed to care for that baby no matter what you do. If you're not trying to go out in the first year of your kid's life, you're trying to take care of that baby. Taking care of a baby is a lot of work. That's why
Yeah.
people usually say it takes a village, because it's a lot of work to take
Mhm.
care of a baby.
Yeah.
So the fact that you're over here saying that, oh, I'm gonna go out with my friends, I'm gonna do this and that, it really just shows how much you didn't care to have that baby. Unfortunately, like you have no care for that baby. You just simply
No,
had
I
a
do
baby,
have
like
care
it's a
for- I
fucking
have care
Sunday
for my
fucking
daughter.
brunch. Oh, I just had a baby. woohoo! Like
Had
this is
another one.
crazy.
Bottomless
thing is-
rosas. Let's go for it.
And
Yeah.
the thing is, you had control over that situation. Like you
did.
didn't
And I
have
still
to
have
have.
control.
Because
of
I know
that
hoes
situation.
fucking
Not
out of both
anymore, the
pants legs
baby's
that don't got no
already here.
kids.
Okay, guys, real quick. Listen, shout out to the super chatters, man. You know, you're still young, okay, but essentially it's kind of like babies having babies.
Mhm.
You're gonna learn a lot as you go. The one thing I will say is that Jeremy.
Wait, hold up.
Here we got another one.
Shout out to Brooks, man. Brooks says I
I
co-sign
God
co-sign men
damn,
love
not
hard, but as
50
men, I
bees.
think we have to move with more intention in mate selection.
100%. Shout out to
Nice to see
Brooks,
you,
man.
Brooks.
Shout out to Brooks,
What's good,
man.
That
brother?
boy
Good to see
Brooks
you.
got big money.
Yeah, Brooks. Yo, you know what? You know what we should do, bro? At a certain threshold, like we should have like specific things. You know what I mean? So it's not the same thing as like
The
the
same
$9.99.
sound, yeah.
But shout out to you, Brooks, man. Always
Appreciate
showing
it,
love.
Brooks.
Shout out to Jeremy as well, man. And I will agree with Jeremy. I think fathers should be able. First of all, in the courts, the women always have the advantage.
Yep.
They
especially
always
in
have
Florida.
the advantage, no matter what. Like I'm a father, and I'm telling you right now, like the courts have the advantage, 100%.
Mhm.
So for your baby father to even want to take custody from you, he has an uphill climb. You can get it just because.
Mhm.
And in my honest opinion, I don't even necessarily think that you're the best option for that baby. You don't have a job. You're going out partying. Your friends seem to be your priority, right?
Not
And
really.
just based off of you spoke about your baby daddy, I can tell that you're one of those person that you don't take accountability because you called him toxic, manipulative. You said that you left him because you cheated on him.
I mean, you asked me why I left him.
No, and I
so-
appreciate you being honest. But what I'm saying is, I don't like when women come on here and say he's this, but don't say why he's that way. And in general, I wouldn't even call him those names. I would just say, listen, man, he. If I was a woman, I would actually be very empathetic. You cheated on this man.
Mhm.
Cheating on a man is the worst thing you could do.
Mhm.
I would say that and making him look stupid. No man, well, that is the same thing.
Then
as
you
making
got
him
caught.
I mean,
How the
but
fuck
he-
you get caught?
He's cheated as well. Like I said, we both had our fair share of like unfaithfulness.
Okay. Was that?
Women supposed to be
Look,
sneaky.
be honest with me. How many times did you cheat on him?
That one time in the beginning of the relationship.
That one time, and never after that.
I mean, it wasn't really cheating because technically I was cheating with my current boyfriend, like with him,
Okay.
because I was dating somebody else, and I was like, then I got into a relationship with him.
You have to understand that men don't think about it like that. Men think about, I'm invested into this woman.
Yeah.
I don't care about the semantics of it. I just care about the fact that she did this to me.
Mm-hmm.
Right? If a guy's really invested into you like that. And I would say that a lot of times what women do is they fuck up a good relationship. Like if a guy's really invested into you because you're having fun, you'll fuck around with a guy that's not invested into you, and then you'll fuck up the relationship with a guy that really is invested into you. And women do this shit all the fucking time. I would say I doubt he's watching this or he'll ever watch it, but my opinion to guys in general is fight for your kids, bro.
Yeah.
Fight for your kids, man. I'm in a situation right now where I have to make that decision as well, man. And you have to fight. Hold on, let me finish. You have to fight for your kids, man. I never met my father, and my mom gave me up when I was a little kid. So I was 7 years old. My mom gave me up to the system. I was in group homes, shelters, youth facilities. I went to jail. I slept in parks. I slept underneath bridges. So fight for your kids, man. Your kids need you. So, I know it's hard, bro. It's hard being a young adult and not even being able to take care of yourself sometimes, but don't give up on your kids, man. That's the one thing I would say. And shout out to my man Brooks. He says, I co-sign men love hard. And I will agree. Like I said earlier, I think men love harder.
Mm-hmm.
And I do agree with Brooks also that I think we should be more intentional. Like when I met Jules, that's how I was. I was very intentional.
Mhm.
But men typically are only intentional about women that they want to settle down with. And I think that's where the confusion comes in. Is I think women are like, oh, well, you guys talk to so many girls. Yeah, but we can talk to 100 girls. We'll only really dedicate ourselves to that one girl.
That's true.
Let me give you a word of advice, though. You should definitely try to work it out with your man if you can. Try to get back with
because
him.
y'all gonna be stuck.
A lot of y'all females, man. You're gonna have your fun, whatever. But I would say try to work it out.
Let me ask you
before
a question. Since you're giving her that piece of advice, and I agree to an extent, how would she go about helping this guy heal from that wound? And the fact that I'm pretty sure that wasn't the only thing she did. What piece of advice would you give her? Because you're a man, you understand how much it hurts a man to get cheated on.
Facts.
And it doesn't matter if you say he cheated on you too.
No,
it doesn't
I
matter
feel
because
like-
to a guy that does not matter. So real quick, what piece of advice would you give her to fix that relationship?
Be an open book. Be honest with him. And
I am very honest.
She ain't gonna
Well,
be able to live
That's
no
the
life.
issue. I think
Oh.
that's
Sit
the
her ass
issue
in that
that,
house
like,
with that
I'm
motherfucker,
way
baby.
too
I feel
honest.
like
hold on,
she's
hold on.
honest.
Let me answer the question, guys. Damn, y'all fucking shit.
Go ahead.
All right, I think you should be an open book with him. I think you should, go back to him and tell him, look, I made some mistakes. Communication. That's really what it's all about. I think if he's still in love with you, or he still, wants to be with you, since you guys have the kid, I think it's better off for the kid for y'all to get back together.
Yeah.
And if somehow y'all don't get back together and you find a guy that loves you and is willing to take care of you and your kid by this other guy, don't fuck it up.
Yeah.
That's what I'll say to you, as young as you are.
And I'm gonna let you talk back to that and have a rebuttal. But I would say the one thing is that a guy that really values himself, if the girl that he loves goes ahead and gives herself to another man, he will never bounce back from that. I don't care if he forgives you. He can forgive you. Forgiving is one thing. Forgetting is another thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I would say that's going to be tough right there. You guys both have to be mature and decide whether it's worth it, because a lot of times people try to fix shit and it breaks down 2-3 years down the road, and then you hurt your kid even more.
I know, and that's what I don't want. Like, I don't want my daughter to, like, grow up and see that, like, I wasn't happy with him.
Okay, all right, that's fair.
Let me ask you a question. What happened to the first guy? So you cheated on your boyfriend with him. So what happened to that guy?
Oh, he's done.
He's done?
He's
Yeah,
done.
Okay,
never-
so
I mean,
did
like, I
did
never
y'all
spoke to him
okay,
again.
did y'all get a DNA test for that kid?
My child is 6 months, not 3 years old.
Did y'all get a DNA test?
From the kid?
They wouldn't have got it. They wouldn't have got a DNA
Hold on,
test.
let me
3
ask you a
years
question.
ago.
Right now, if that guy came to you and said, "I would like to have a DNA test," would you be okay with that?
Yes,
Okay.
100%.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Ladies, real quick, should DNA tests be mandatory? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. What about you,
yes.
Jennifer?
I mean,
You and
Yep.
Basil have a kid. Should the state let you have a mandatory test? Yes or no?
yes.
Yes. What about you?
I think absolutely.
Okay. What about you?
I mean, men
You-
don't
for you-
already know if you go to the hospital while she's having the baby, you
You
can
can
get
ask for it.
tested right then and there before you sign them papers.
Okay. So
People just don't know it.
let me ask you a question. Why do you think that they don't push that? Why do you think they don't let men know that?
I mean, they
Because
just be trying to finesse.
No. Because I guarantee you, if it was something that was pro women, they would be letting the women know that.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think that they don't let the men know? Hey, listen, by the way, you can get a DNA test right now, right here. Why do you think that in society they're always protecting women, but they never care to protect the men? Why?
But it's a lot of stuff.
No.
that they
I just
gatekeep.
no. I want you to answer the question. Stay on track. Why do they always protect the women but never protect the men?
Hey, it's hard out here for a pimp.
Okay. You see what I mean? Okay. What about you, Jennifer? Answer that question. We all know that in
Mhm.
society, if it was something that was beneficial to women, they would be pushing that shit out with it all day long.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it that they don't tell men, you just had a baby, you can have a DNA test right now, right here? Why
Mhm.
don't they push that for men?
Because I feel, honestly, it's more so like nowadays people have like these baby daddies or like ain't shit baby daddies, or everyone has that concept wrapped around their heads, and they're like, oh no, he ain't shit. Like, at the end of the day, I'm the one to take care of my kid, so everything quote unquote falls on the mom. But when you have a man that's invested in trying to help you and build with you and grow, help you grow, oh my god, raise your child
Mhm.
with you, they're just like, oh no, like, it's fine, or like, oh no, yeah, or the girl's like, oh no, I just slept with you, and you're the father of the child. So
So is it fair to say that what you're saying is that in society we're willing to sacrifice men
yeah,
in order to help
it-
women?
yeah.
Okay.
As fucked up as it may be, yeah.
Okay.
Society doesn't give a fuck about what
No.
men think.
No, at all
Society doesn't
whatsoever.
care about men's feelings, and men are expected to deal with it even when it's a mental thing.
Mhm.
So I agree, if there's a physical altercation between a man and a woman, that a man would obviously have more power.
Mhm.
But I disagree that men can take things mentally over women in a lot of different cases. So what we've done in society is men can handle physical pain and mental
Mhm.
pain just like women can. And so when there's mental or woman's verbally attacking men or whatever, he should just fucking deal with it because she's not hitting him.
Mhm.
So that's the problem. The problem is that we're expected to suck it the fuck up no
Mhm.
matter what. A girl could say you got a little dick, fuck you, I fucked your best friend.
Yeah.
You better just deal with
It's because
all
you
of
guys
that
are
shit.
you guys are men and you have to put up this like persona of I'm
Exactly.
big and strong versus a woman. Don't get me wrong, I'm a woman's advocate. But us women, we're more emotional and we're more in tune with our emotions. So that's why it's easier to be like, oh yeah, fuck you, you have a little dick or this, that, the third, and then just be like, oh no, he's strong. Like he'll deal with it because he's a man at the end of the day. You know,
Men
like,
are supposed to be self-disciplined.
exactly. And it's like the saying that say like tough it up, like you're a man. Like put on your big boy pants and keep it pushing. You know what I mean?
Suck
Like
that shit up.
Yeah,
Put
suck
on your
that shit
big
up.
boy pants no matter what happens.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Jennifer, in a relationship
Mhm.
between a man and a woman, who's the prize?
The prize, the woman.
The woman's the prize.
Yeah.
Explain to me how the woman's the prize.
Because I don't know if you guys have seen I don't know if
'Cause-
it's on TikTok or the video of Pitbull that's saying if you give a woman a
Okay,
home,
that
she
sounds
becomes,
nice. That's real Disney.
No, but
but give me a real reason why the woman's the prize.
why she's a prize.
Because I've seen that video. That's a good video,
Yeah.
and it's a true video.
Yeah.
But in general, is the man the prize or is the woman the prize? In your relationship, you have a mother and a father.
Mhm.
Who would you consider the prize?
My father.
Your father.
Mhm.
So why would you then say the woman's the prize?
Because it just depends on the relationship that
It
two
doesn't
people
depend.
have.
It doesn't depend.
Yeah, because when you have you can have two different type of couples, and one of them the man could be the prize, and another one the woman could be a
Okay,
prize.
I'm
Because
asking
it
you
all depends
respectfully
on.
to give me a situation where the woman is the prize. How would the woman be the prize?
Okay. Let's see.
You can't have an argument and not have any supporting facts to it.
Breadwinner.
Yeah. The what?
Breadwinner.
Okay, see, now
A
she's
bitch
trying to help you out.
a bitch who's the
bitch.
breadwinner.
A bitch, okay.
More than a nigga.
Okay, hold on. How about this? We'll get to you in a second. Give me a situation where the woman is the prize.
I mean, what she said is true that you're the breadwinner.
Okay.
You don't need somebody to be there for you to be able to do things around the house.
Okay.
You know, whether that's like manual labor, because nowadays women are like, well, no, I want to go build something in the backyard. They go and they do it. I'm gonna go change a tire. They do it.
Women are saying that and they're going in the backyard and building it.
Well, yeah, because
Are
there's a lot of women
Are you
that
saying
do
about
it.
a garden, or are you talking about like a shed? Because women aren't really building anything in the world. Let's be honest.
Okay, no, because there are certain women that
You're talking
they
about
take,
the minority, though.
I understand that, but there are certain women that they go ahead and they do things on them, like for themselves. Like they don't need anybody, or they don't have to stop and ask, like,
Okay.
hey, can you help me because I can't do it, or I don't know how to do it.
Now tell me what
They're self-sufficient.
tell me what percentage of those relationships end up lasting long term.
Oh no, they don't.
They don't.
They
so again, give me a
Mhm.
situation where the woman is actually the prize. Because those women that are out earning men
Mhm.
and they're building their own sheds, which is the minority,
Mhm.
they don't stay with those men.
Mhm.
So give me a situation where the woman is actually the prize. What makes a woman the prize? How much money she makes? Her titles, her scholarships. I'm sorry, her certificates,
Education. Mhm.
her degrees. What makes a woman her prize, or the prize? What makes a woman the prize?
Honestly, I can't give you.
Can anyone here, all these women in
Yeah.
here, tell me what makes a woman
When
the
I
prize?
think of like who's the prize in the relationship, my head automatically goes to like who, like if you say you have a kid, who would raise the kid better in that situation? And I
Mhm.
feel like men do raise kids better because they focus more on reality and logic. Women are more emotional, so the kid is going to be more like, if it's just the mom, the kid is just going to be more emotionally tuned in with the mom too. But if it's the dad, then the kid is going to be like, a situation can happen.
Shout out to my boy Repo.
Repo donated $10. What's y'all credit score?
Hold on, real quick. Hold on. Does anyone here know what the credit score is?
Yeah.
Yes.
You guys all know your credit score?
Yeah.
Real quick, what's your credit score?
I don't know mine.
You don't know yours? Bless your heart. What's your credit score right there?
714.
714?
741.
741? What's your credit score?
620.
620?
I don't have credit.
You don't have credit?
Goodbye.
Of course you don't.
You need to start building your credit.
You need a credit card, baby girl. Open
Shit,
one.
she don't need no credit card without no job.
Hold on, guys. Hold on.
She don't fuck it up.
To be fair, she has promoters. She don't need a credit score. She has promoters. All right.
That makes sense.
Let me ask you something. What happens if the promoters aren't there? Who pays for your stuff? Other men?
Yeah.
There's always more than one promoter.
Can I ask you a question? Yo. Can I ask you a question?
She got the hose.
Can I ask you a question? who do you think gets more attention in society right now? You or me?
Me.
Why do you think you get more attention?
What do you
than
mean?
me?
Like, do you mean like if we're like?
I'm
walking
talking
on the
about in general,
street
walking on
or,
the
like-
street, in your DMs, when you go out to eat. In general, who gets more
I
attention?
mean, you're like a podcast person, so
Okay, so I'm a podcast person. So you think? Give me your answer. You said you or me.
I think I don't know. Like you're
Stand
kind of
confident.
famous.
Give me your.
you
Give me your.
know?
I'm not famous. Give me your honest answer.
Looks wise.
Just
Look-wise in general.
society.
In
No,
general.
like in
Period.
general.
Period.
You said you
Period.
said it before. You said it was
I
you.
Not
think
you
it
and
would
him
be
specifically.
me.
It's just a man or a woman in general.
Oh, I think a woman.
Okay. Why? Why is that?
Because men are more like to themselves. You guys don't like put yourself.
It's not
out
because of that.
there.
It's not because of that. Give me another reason.
Cause you got a Gucci.
Yup.
God damn it, bro! You keep giving answers, bro. You gotta stop. I'm trying to have a conversation with this girl here. She's not gonna learn
Because
anything if you
women
keep
are
answering.
Women. Like women are just superior. Like
Women are superior.
Whoa.
Let me ask you something. You're living
That's
off.
fucking
You're
hot.
living off other men. You're living off your baby daddy. How does that make you superior?
I'm not speaking about myself specifically. I'm just saying women in general
Okay.
are superior.
Shout out to my boy
Repo
Repo.
donated $10.
But yet
Eric, no
men
homo.
run the world.
You're getting looked at in
Their
comparison.
Where?
their pockets run the world.
That's fucked up, Repo. I see what you're doing. Okay. No, but okay. In general, what makes women superior to men?
I don't know. I just think women are better.
Ladies, let me tell you something. You cannot sit here and make arguments and not have supporting facts.
Mhm.
Like you
A
said
man
earlier.
isn't nothing without a woman. Like
Okay.
a man isn't nothing without his mother or a grandmother, like a woman figure in his life.
Hold on.
because-
I don't.
Listen,
Hold on.
listen,
Hold on.
listen,
Shh.
listen.
Yo, chill. Hold on. I don't have any of those things. So am I nothing?
No, I mean not every. I'm not saying every man. I'm just saying most men. Like I feel like if you're not raised around women, you don't know how to treat women. Like or like at least a good father figure in your life.
Mhm.
Then I don't think like men know how to treat women
Okay.
because they weren't taught like how to treat a woman.
And that by default makes women
I'm about to say
superior
what
to
they
men.
got to do with
Yeah.
superiority.
I'm trying to figure out how that makes women superior.
I'm saying some men. I don't know.
And then you
See-
said women don't need men.
This is what women do, bro.
But
They
we literally
Speak into the mic.
get money from men. So
yeah, and that's why I respect
Wow.
you.
What?
Because even though you hoe around, I respect you because you keep a G.
shit, I love my tricks.
I keep it honest. Listen, ladies, let's keep it
Sugar
honest here,
daddies.
okay? Men build the world.
Mhm.
Everything that you have today, a man built that shit. The house you live in, the apartment you live in, the crib your baby sleeps in, everything you can think of is being built by a man. Okay? Maybe there's a few women that work in that same field, but overall, in general, men are building the world. Okay? Everything, like we were in Bayside, and every day we see these new buildings
Yeah.
being built, and we would go up and talk to some people, and we'd be like, "Who do you think's gonna live there?" And they would make fun. They'd make a joke out of it, like they'd be like, "Oh, bad bitches are gonna live there," because these are some of the best buildings
Yes.
in the city,
Expensive ass
right?
buildings.
Expensive. We were living there, and when we were living there, we just always used to see girls.
Yeah.
girls everywhere. Everywhere we lived, we were probably like one of the few guys there, and there was a lot of gay men there too.
Yeah, there were.
But in general, women are living there, and who's paying the rent? The men are paying the rent.
These niggas.
The men are building these buildings for women. Like you guys don't do shit in society.
As they
If I'm
should.
being on, as they should. If I'm being, what if I said all women do is have kids as they should? That's all you guys are good
Actually,
for.
you need men for that too.
I mean, if that's how you feel.
No, but it's not. It's not about feelings.
I think that any woman. That's why when she said that like women are the prize, I don't think that that's really the case because I feel like
But
any
you
woman
just said
can
women are
clean.
superior.
Okay, no, but any woman can clean. Any woman can.
No.
like,
But you
do
just said women are
anything.
superior.
Shit, a lot
That's
of
the
these
same thing.
bitches don't. So if you find one that do, you a lucky
Hold on, no.
man
Let
in
me make
today's
a point.
society.
Let me make a point, man. You keep cutting me off. Oh, you just said that women are superior.
Mhm.
That's the same thing.
But I thought you meant by looks. I mean, looks wise.
but in
I feel
general,
like
in
it's easier
life.
to like. In general, in life, men are superior. Just
They-
because they're the providers, like they're the ones that like do everything. for
Okay,
women.
let me tell you something real quick, right, Marilyn? There's a part of me that doesn't like you, or
I think that's
wo-
everybody.
or women like you, or women like you. Let me tell you
Stop
why.
snitching.
Let me tell you why. Let me
Matter
tell
of
you
fact,
why.
you ain't snitching. You tell.
Hold on, real quick. Let me talk, man. Let me talk, right? Because a woman like you you can be born and you're born with your value, right?
Mhm.
And you go through life, and I guarantee you that your family probably coddled you, right? And you go through life and you make all these mistakes, and along the way, someone's there to catch you, right? And then when you make a big mistake, like getting pregnant at a young age, someone else still there to catch you. Someone's there to provide for you. Someone's there to cover your back,
Mhm.
right? You have people taking care of your baby. You can go out with your friends, and the promoters are paying for your drinks, and you don't have to worry about food, and you don't have to worry about this. And someone's paying for your Uber.
Mhm.
You're not paying for anything. And a guy like me, and millions and billions out there like me, every single day is a struggle for us.
Mhm.
Every single day I got to worry about how am I going to support myself and the people that I love, because no one's going to come to me and give me free money. No one's going to pay for my bills or my rent this month, right?
Mhm.
And it sucks because I see women like you get all this shit for free, and you don't do anything to earn it. You don't do anything to earn it. And then you have guys out here taking their own lives because they don't have anyone to even talk to.
Yeah.
And it's really sad, man. And you're in a privileged position. You're in a privileged position. You really need to, and you're still young enough to where you can, still change your life. But you have this weird ass little attitude where you almost feel entitled. I'm sorry, you don't look that cute.
I
You're
don't
not
think I'm
that cute.
entitled. I just think that it's more the fact that like women are women, and I was raised a certain way to like know my value. And
What is your
I don't
value?
think that- I
What
don't
is your
think that I
value, though?
deserve-
You literally don't
think
do
I deserve
anything to
any
show you have
less.
value.
You don't
I
even
don't
have a
think I
job. What is your
deserve any
value?
less.
What is your value?
Just because you think you deserve something doesn't mean that
You
that's what
deserve
has
it.
to be done. Because I can sit here and be like, I work, I do this, I do that, but if I don't give myself respect, and then I also keep in mind that like, okay, this person is trying to be with me, but I have to get to that certain level that person is, or surpass it, so we can be on a good term. Then what value do you give yourself?
I got a
Because you
coochie,
work.
She got a coochie.
We
she
all
got a
we all
coochie,
have coochies
she
in
got a
here. Like
coochie,
I
she
can
got a
go,
coochie,
and no
she got a
disrespect, but I
coochie.
can go and I could
What
fuck
about
your baby
you,
daddy,
That you make
and I
yours
can give him a
special?
kid. What's going to be the difference between you and I?
Yeah.
The difference is that I
What
work,
about you?
I have my
Yours
car,
is
I
special.
maintain myself. That's the difference between you and I. And the
Mhm.
same thing with you and her, and with you and her. Like
Mhm.
everybody is different.
Yeah, I know. Everybody.
But we
chooses to
can
live
I
their
can go
lives
I can go do the
differently.
same thing. I can go fuck him, give him a kid, give him 1, 2, 3 kids. But guess what? I work. I can buy my kids formula. I can buy my kids diapers. I can buy them clothes.
Shit, when I go
Can
to the
you?
club, I'm finna pay for my own drinks. Exactly. Ain't no
Exactly.
nigga finna try me like he
I
finna
can
get
go
some
out
ass
even
out
if
of
I
me.
go out. I can go
Fuck
out
you
with a
mean?
guy. Let's say he wants to take me out to dinner. I can go out to dinner with him. And I've always said this. I'm gonna go. Yeah, we can go out. Obviously, quote unquote, the gentleman thing to do is for a guy to pay for your dinner. Me personally, I don't like that. If I'm going to dinner, I'm gonna make sure that I got my own money to go and sit there and pay and eat whatever the fuck I want to eat. Not think about, let me think with his pocket, because I don't know how much money he has, but I know how much money I have.
Not the
You
promoter's
get me?
pocket.
Like not the promoter's pocket, because at the end of the day, they come and go. And the same thing with friendships, like they come and go. Like it's nothing at this point.
These hoes be more likely to drag you down.
Exactly.
You-
They're more likely to drag you through the
You
dirt.
come off as like a young chick that's just having fun, and you're just like having a good time, and like, you know what I mean? You're just like, I'm
nothing
21,
really matters
Mhm.
to
and
her.
I got the kid, but it's cool. But it'll hit you. I mean, again,
Yeah.
we're not trying to pick on you, but you got to hear this shit because nobody's gonna tell you. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like in 3, 4,
You need
5
a reality
years,
check.
yeah, you're gonna be like, damn, like fuck, like this shit's hit me hard. Like
Mhm.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
we're just trying
If
to
your
help you
friends,
out.
if your friends aren't gonna say it, we're gonna say it.
Yeah.
And to
People
be
that you
honest,
don't
I
even-
feel
It's
like people.
unfiltered.
I feel like people nowadays your age are having kids like it's going to the grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
Like people need to stop having
That's
kids
so
like that.
true.
This is
Yeah.
not like people are popping babies right and
I
left.
was
Like
just
it's
about to
nothing.
say, or before
It's nothing. This
before
is
they changed
ridiculous.
The law,
I seen
abortions.
the other day. I was scrolling through Instagram. I seen 5 girls get pregnant.
Yeah.
How are people popping babies like it's nothing?
And I have my mom out here like, when are you gonna give me a grandkid? You go damn wait. No. Mm-mm. No.
Yeah.
I told my folks they better be happy with the dog.
I'm sorry.
Exactly.
and
No,
real
no,
quick,
no.
how old are you?
25.
25. Okay. Don't you think that this is also your best chance to have healthy babies though? Like,
Me personally, I've always said that I never wanted to have a kid.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You were doing so good.
Wait, let me
You
get
were
to there.
doing
Let me
so
get to let me
good.
get to there. I always said that I never wanted to have a kid. I had the fortune and the misfortune of I got pregnant and I ended up having a miscarriage. Since then, I was like, okay, I do want to have a child, whether if it's 1 or max 2. So I do want one. It's not like I'm sitting here like, no, I don't want a kid. No, I do want one. It's just right now, and if I do have one, I want to have them in my late 20s. You get me? Because I'm in the middle of studying. Like I'm still, making sure my money is up. To be able to have a kid, so I can sit there and comfortably say like I'm able to maintain my kid and I don't need help.
Jennifer, can I tell you what it sounds like you're planning for?
Yeah.
It sounds like you're planning to have a kid as a single mother.
Oh yeah.
Without a man.
Yeah, without a guy.
That's the best way to
Like
say
it
it.
sounds like you're preparing yourself for. I want to make sure I have my money right, my
Mhm.
career right.
So if the baby daddy not here, I already got my funds up.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And typically, right, when you hit 30, I believe there's it's like 80% of your eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they die.
Condition, yeah.
And so like the chances of you having a healthy baby drop.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you do that to your baby? Why would you give him those chances?
Yeah.
Like this is, ladies, you are in your prime right now.
Mm-hmm.
In your 20s, these are your primes. You don't want to wait till you're 30 to start doing things you should have done in your 20s. Like for men, it's the opposite. Our prime is in our 30s.
Yeah.
That's our prime. Is it fair? Fuck it. Maybe not to you guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And definitely not to men. Do you think most men in their 20s want to be depressed
No, of
and
course
broke
not. Of course not.
and single?
Hell
And-
yeah, if
and
they don't get up
sexless?
off their ass.
Yes, and that's true. But what I'm saying is this is what we go through.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, in our 30s, usually is when we get our shit together. But in your 30s, most of your value is gone. And so I don't understand why. Like, I have a daughter, so I definitely want to make sure that I speak to my daughter the way I would speak to you guys. Is why not do the right things in your 20s so that in your 30s you can just sail? It doesn't
True.
make like why would you
Mhm.
want to have a baby at almost 30? It doesn't make any sense.
We're telling y'all what we want, and it's kind of like y'all don't give a shit. Like I want you when your body's the tightest.
Mhm.
I want you when your titties are up here,
Mhm.
not down here.
Yeah.
Like I want the shits when they're here.
Mm-hmm.
The ass is fat. You look good. When you get in the like I don't know, but I pay attention to women. So when women hit their 30s, their collarbone. Yo, I look at women's necks. Yo, anybody in the chat know what I'm talking about? The women's necks when they hit 30 or after they have a kid, something changes,
And also
and
their
they
face.
start to get this
Also their face.
yeah, you
Yeah,
get this
they
little
like
these little
rounded.
I don't even know indentations in your neck. You could just tell she's 30. We can look at y'all motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
No, it's true.
And it's like that, not that we wouldn't have sex with you, but it's like she's 30 though.
Yeah. And think about
You
what
know
you just
what I'm
said.
Yeah.
You would still have guys wanting to have sex with you, but the level of commitment drops. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so a lot of women will come on here and they'll be like, oh yeah, but I still get guys. Like I love when women come on here, they're like 35. Yeah, but you should see my DMs. I still get a shit ton. Okay.
Yeah.
You
that's
ain't got
fine,
another.
but-
You ain't got a ring yet to
Yeah.
be 35.
But listen,
Exactly.
but there's not. But okay, cool. You get the DMs. Guys want to fuck you. Nobody wants to stay. It's like OnlyFans, right? You have OnlyFans. What's the hardest thing of OnlyFans? Is it getting subscribers or is it retaining those subscribers?
Retaining.
Why do you think it's hard to retain subscribers from OnlyFans?
It's just like a lot of consistent work. Like they're paying for you to consistently be on there and posting. And if you're not providing that, they're not gonna spend their money.
Yeah, and here's another thing, right? How much is your OnlyFans? I'm giving you a plug here.
$10 a month.
$10. So if I pay $10 to get on your OnlyFans, I'm gonna see everything you've posted already, and I'm gonna have a general idea of what this girl has to offer.
Mhm.
And unless she's giving me some crazy customs, or she's giving me some shit that makes me stay, where I feel like it's personalized, I'm leaving, right? And that's how guys are too.
I ain't gonna cap, bae. The game is to keep your shit free. That way you could charge any price per post.
What the fuck, bro?
There we go. Well,
You're gonna manage her too now?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
come in.
So
she
just
needs some help.
so ladies, just like OnlyFans, in life, that's kind of the game too.
Mhm.
You can have 100 guys you sleep with. How many of those guys wanted to stay? How many of those? And then when you have a kid, I already know. Like, here's the difference, right? If you don't have a kid, I'm like, yo, I like this girl. She's cute. Let me see what she's about.
Facts.
If I see a woman with a kid, I'm like, yo, she's cute.
Womp, womp, womp.
She's cute. I already know what it is. I'm not staying. I'm not raising another man's kid. That's the problem that you're gonna encounter. I'm telling you, I have kids myself. I tell this shit to my ex.
Mhm.
Bro.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want anybody else to like try to raise my kid. or
Okay, so
anything.
your kid's gonna be a bastard.
No, I want her to be raised by her father.
Okay, but again,
Like I don't need another I don't want another male figure, I guess.
okay.
To like be in her life and for her to be confused or anything.
But eventually, you're gonna find somebody that you're
Yeah.
gonna want to
But
be
I'm about to
with.
say, when you be with a man and you find a man you marry, that's the man you're choosing to lead you and your family. If a motherfucker love you, they gotta love your kids too. That's an extension of you.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and he's gonna have to provide because you said you get your kid during the week, so
Mhm.
he's paying for all the bills. The kid's gonna live under his house.
Not only that, but what happens when your ex gets a woman that he really wants to be with, and then now your daughter has to be around that woman too?
Yeah.
Like these are things you're not thinking about.
No, we've talked about it before, and like I mean, for now at least, what we've spoken about for now is the fact that like we weren't gonna bring anybody around her.
Mhm.
You know, I mean, I know she's young; she's only 6 months, so it's not like she really knows.
Mhm.
But still, like we've kind of made an agreement of like not bringing. I don't bring any guys around her, and he doesn't bring any women around her.
Okay.
Just for like respect of.
I'm gonna
each
put y'all
other.
ladies on some game, and y'all really need to understand this. Like, look, if you have a kid, dudes are really gonna be looking at you just to smash. Like, it's gonna be hard for us to get out of that. And I'll say one last thing to the ladies too. It's our dream, like when we're in our 30s, to have an old chick that don't want no kids that we could just fuck. Like, yo, like if I could have
That's
an
you.
old
No.
like 40-some-year-old.
Cougar.
Listen, if I could have an old like 40-year-old Colombian chick with a BBL, like she just got a BBL at 40 that I could just max out every single weekend, I would love that.
Yeah.
And so y'all are setting yourself up to be the woman that's like, yo, you'll get fucked.
Mhm.
Because there's a lot of chicks in Miami that'll get that BBL like 50. I be seeing them. And a
Oh,
young
yeah,
dude
I
in
used
his
to work in
30s,
that.
that's because
Mhm.
look, I'm 35, so I'm in the middle. I can go down to 22.
Mhm.
I can, you know what I'm saying? I can fuck with you. Or, you know what I'm saying? I can go up to like damn near
Mhm.
50
Mhm.
Mhm.
and max her out too.
Mhm.
So I'm like, damn, this is great.
Mhm.
Because I'm at my highest value.
I'm rich, baby.
Exactly. So I'm just trying to let you ladies know, if you keep fucking around and don't have the kids or whatever, you will get smashed out. I'm telling you, there'll be
Yeah.
a young dude and you'll feel good about yourself because he's young,
Oh my God,
but
he's
it's
27.
never gonna mean nothing.
Yeah.
And if that's what you want, I mean, do what you do. But I'm trying to tell y'all, every dude has this dream. Like, I just want to older. Some of you guys that are younger in the chat, you'll realize it when you hit your 30s that age don't matter as
Yeah.
much.
Mhm.
It'll start to change.
Okay, guys, real quick, man. If we don't have any super chats, what's up with the chat, man?
Man, we got one
We
from
good?
Diego.
Go ahead, bro.
Jennifer speaking facts. We rooting for the hero.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
Shout out to Diego, man. Okay, chat. Let me know what you guys want to talk about, man. Any topics, any questions for the ladies, real quick.
Yeah, they wanted to do ratings.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
they wanted to play some
Yo,
games.
so all right, so send some super chats, man. What's up?
Yeah, we
Real
can do this
quick,
game,
we're
too.
gonna play Jules' favorite game, which is essentially when we rate each other and we have ladies stand up and spin around.
Oh,
I don't know why she loves
Oh
it.
God.
I
Yeah,
don't know
guys,
why- I don't know.
listen,
Listen, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
no, because you're gonna make me say what I said before.
She
You want me to
loves-
say it?
She loves
Say it.
this game, and we'll play this.
Because
game.
last night we were at dinner and we had a whole argument about
Okay.
this, and now he's bringing it over
Okay,
here.
all right,
So
but
I gotta
Speak your
tell them.
truth.
We'll tell them
Speak your
after the game.
truth.
We'll talk about it after the game. So real quick, okay? The way the game works is real easy, okay? We're gonna rate each other from 1 to 10,
Mhm.
okay? Simply off the way that we look. That's it. Nothing else. Just the way that we look, the way that we're dressed, everything like that. Just physical appearance, okay? 1 to 10, ladies. 10 means you're a supermodel. 1 means you're ugly. 5 means you're average. Everybody got that? Cool.
Got it.
Ladies, would you say that you're all honest? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Everybody here is honest, right?
Mhm.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna play this game. Everybody's gonna be honest. You're gonna rate each other, then you're gonna rate the gentleman. Cool.
Okay.
All right, cool. So we'll start off with you. I want you to rate from her all the way on down, 1 to 10. What is she right here?
Okay. 7,
She's a 7. Okay.
6,
She's a 7 and she's a 6.
Yeah.
Okay. What is she?
8.
She's an 8.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I told y'all stop playing with my top now. This natural pretty hair, baby. These exotic features come out.
All right. All right. What is she right here?
She's also an 8.
She's also an 8. What is she right here?
Also an 8. Yeah. I'd
Also
say.
an 8.
Thank you.
I love you,
Yeah,
Abby.
come
I love
on.
you're so honest. Thank you so much.
I
she's
am.
speaking her truth.
But she's a 7.
7.
All right,
8.
don't influence. Don't
Don't change that.
Don't
Don't change that.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Abby, what do you rate yourself?
What would you rate yourself?
8.
See, she didn't go higher.
Goodbye.
She
Goodbye.
didn't go higher than what
Okay.
she rated up.
All right. Real quick.
Confidence is key.
All right. Don't worry. We're gonna rate you ladies too. All right? So real quick, 1 to 10, would you rate her right here? Into the mic, please. Into the mic.
Oh, sorry, 8.
8. What is she right here?
A 5.
A 5. What is she?
A 7.
A 7. She won't hit you. I promise. She's not gonna hit you.
No, I know she's not. No,
Why would I hit her?
a 7.
A 7. All right.
Yeah.
What is she right here?
She's a 6.
What would you rate yourself?
A 7.
Okay. All right. Cool. Same thing.
I rate Jules a 9.5.
Okay.
I'll rate her a 4. I'll rate you a 6.
Okay. Into the mic, please. What would you rate her? Into the mic.
I'll rate you. Sorry, I'll rate you a 6.
Okay, what is she right
and
here?
I will rate you an 8.
Okay. What would you rate yourself?
I rate myself an 8.
Okay, chat. If you guys want to do the rating, man, go ahead and super chat. And just let us know, man. We'd love to hear your ratings because then we're gonna rate the ladies too. Do me a favor. We'll go with you now, and you can start off with her and finish with her. So 1 to 10. What is she right here? Come on, 1 to 10.
6.
Okay.
Speaking of
mic.
mic,
Into the mic.
8.
Into the mic.
8.
Okay. What is she right here?
6.
Okay. What is she right here?
You know, Jules got some ass on her. She always attending me.
Okay. Real quick. She's a 10.
Yeah.
Okay. What is she right here?
A 5.
Okay. What do you rate yourself?
A 7.
Okay. Same thing with you. Starting off with her. Go.
6.
Okay.
7.
Okay.
Like a 5.
5. What is she right here?
9.
Okay. What would you rate her right here?
Like a 6.
What would you rate yourself?
Like a 6 or 7.
Okay.
Oh,
A 7 on a good
Bro,
day.
Yo, you gotta stop.
Basil,
being
you ready?
Basil, you gotta.
Basil, come on.
Hold on. Basil, you gotta stop being disrespectful to the ladies like that.
No,
bro.
it
Come
wasn't.
on, Basil.
Not.
Okay. All right. Cool.
We good. We good.
No. We're gonna start it off with Jules. Jules has to play this game too. This is her favorite game. Jules, starting with her, what would you rate her? 1 to 10.
I would rate you.
Not on Starbucks. What would you rate her?
Why you tell-
Come on. What would you rate her?
Not the
Starbucks. He's
No,
coming from-
Starbucks adds a point.
No, it does. It does.
What would you
It
rate her?
does.
Starbucks
Just
has a-
I ain't
physical
gonna cap
appearance.
all baddies love Starbucks.
You're right.
Ladies, physical appearance only.
6, 4, 6.
Oh, what just happened? What just happened? Hold on.
I'm sorry.
Is that a little revenge right there?
What?
Shout out to my man International real quick, man.
Can Blacktop do a 360?
Yeah. Okay, well, don't
There's
worry.
3
We'll
black
get there. We'll
tops.
get there. We'll get there.
Okay, so she's a 4.
Just do the ratings again,
I'll,
Jules.
I'll do 5.
Okay, no,
5,
no.
4,
5, 4,
6.
6. Okay, what would you rate yourself?
I said 5, 4, 6.
5, 4.
What?
5,
I'm so
4,
confused.
6.
Okay, 5, 4, 6.
All
You
right.
messed it up. We're going like this. Okay, what would you rate yourself?
I'm a 7.
You're a 7. Okay, real quick, ladies. Now you guys are gonna rate the gentleman. Okay, same rules apply. Physical. I know we're smart. You know we're intelligent, and you know our character is great and all that. But don't rate us off that. Just physical appearance only, the way we look. Okay, we're gonna start off with you. 1 to 10. Rate
Dang, why
him.
me?
Rate him, myself, and then Steve, aka KK.
Okay, I'm gonna start in the
Into the
middle.
mic though. Into the mic. Into the
I'm gonna
mic.
start in the middle with you, Eric.
No. Make it easy. 1, 2, 3. Go.
Okay, I'll rate Basil a 7.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll rate you.
Just go. You know what it is.
6.
Okay, what would you rate him?
I'll rate him a 6 too.
Okay, same thing. Go.
6.
Okay.
7.
Okay.
6.
Oh, so she likes poppies.
Okay.
Papi chulo.
All right. Keep going. Go ahead.
I'd say 5, 5, and 4.
5, 5, 4. Okay. Same thing with you. Go.
6, 6, 5.
Okay. 6, 6, 5. Same thing with you. Go.
Can you take off your glasses?
Nah, I'm undercover agent. I can't. I'm sorry.
I would say a 6, 4.
Taking a little long on
5.
this one. All right, there we go.
Is your baby daddy black?
No.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Cool. Now we're gonna rate the ladies. Okay. So ladies, we're gonna rate you off the same standards. Okay. Do me a favor. You start off with her and then finish off. At,
Can you do me a favor? Take your headset off and give me 360.
Yeah. Shout out to Miss Starbucks right there, man. You kind of dress on like Starbucks, man. Understand that, bro?
Really?
All right, let's make sure we get Jakeem's angle on this one, bro. Just so
Jakeem's. First of all, Jakeem, zoom out.
Jakeem's a little.
Jesus
it's
Christ,
okay.
and go down
And go
up.
down and up, Jakeem.
Okay.
Come on.
We need some
you
damn
gotta
cameraman
learn.
work here.
Okay.
Yeah, bro.
So, all right, cool.
I was told to wear heels, bro.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, we
that's cool.
tell everybody.
Do me a favor. You don't go over there. Just
You
stand
stand
up right
right
there.
there.
My motherfucking feet. I'm
Hold on,
riding
hold
this bitch barefooted.
Yo, hold on. Yo, why you so ghetto? God damn, bro. Tone the ghettoness down.
You
So
can
real
sit down.
quick.
You sit down.
Yeah, no, she's in the way though.
The scooter.
Do me a
is
favor.
scooter.
Yeah, you can just take off your hat so real quick and give us a quick little spin right there.
That
And you're
ass,
gonna do the
though.
same thing, okay? All right, cool. And then go ahead. You can give us a quick little 360. This is Jules' favorite part of the show right here, the little 360. Okay.
And
cool.
I'll explain to you guys why, okay?
All right.
Because he's really coming.
All right, thank you, ladies. Make sure you guys scoot in again so you guys can be in
Put
frame.
your hair behind you.
So far, W Jakeem, Joaquim. What do
And
you
then
W Jakeem?
make sure Miss Starbucks that you come in closer this way so you're in frame, okay? I want you to do the same thing, please, Miss Barefoot.
Don't get my motherfucking feet.
Hey, make sure you get her feet.
No, make my
Don't
motherfucking
get my
feet.
motherfucking
Don't get them nasty ass feet,
Don't
bro.
get
We
my
hate feet here. All right,
Get
go
the
ahead.
booty. You gotta get the booty.
Hey, you gotta keep that for locals.
Hey, chat. Let us know what you think of that. We need the chat. We need y'all to let us know. Super chat if you like what you just saw.
Yo, this chat is crazy.
Yo,
This Jazz, you reading the chat right now? Yeah.
yo,
Crazy.
you that's should.
Look, I'm
Is
just
that
trying
your-
to. I'm trying to entice the chat
Okay.
to give us some money.
Okay.
The chat
She
is
was
crazy
twerking.
right now.
Okay, all right, cool. Shout out to the chat, man. We do it for the chat. Miss Marilyn Monroe, can you take off your headset real quick? Give us a quick little 360 right there.
Marilyn Monroe,
Go ahead. Switch the camera angle to
Joaquin.
okay. Give us a quick little 360.
All right.
Chat. The chat actually might like that. I don't know what's up with the chat. The chat likes midgets.
Yeah, they like that
You know
weird
what I'm saying?
shit.
Shout out to the chat, man. Okay,
Repo,
cool.
they're calling you out, bro.
Okay, shout out to International, man. We went ahead and did that.
Uh-huh.
Guys, I want to hear your ratings though. Are they rating in there? They rated?
Yeah. chat
Some,
us know.
some people rate
Yeah.
it.
Well, there's a lot of
Do
throw
the
up
ratings. I
emojis.
want to hear them.
Okay. Yo, you know what? Let's
Shit, I'm gonna go home and go watch it and go see all the comments.
Yeah.
a lot of throw up emojis.
Actually, the
Yeah,
live
there's a lot
chat's
of
no
throw up
longer in the
emojis.
video when you go
Okay.
home.
So you know what?
No, I can see it because I be you know.
It's,
I'm-
and it's
Okay,
not
guys,
supposed to be
we're
there.
gonna keep going real quick. So go ahead and rate the ladies starting from her. Go ahead.
5, 5, 5, 4, 4.
Okay, go ahead. Same thing.
4, 6,
Okay.
4, 4, 3.
Okay, real quick. I'm gonna give you a 5. Give you a 5. Give you a 5. 4. I'm gonna give you a solid 3. A solid 3.
A solid 3.
A solid 3.
I'll take it.
And chat, I want to know what you guys think too, man. If you do you have any you want to read real quick? Any ratings from the chat?
I gotta scroll up.
No?
There's a lot of
Okay,
throw up
cool.
emojis.
Shout out to the chat, man.
Basil, you bugging today.
Who they
bro.
throwing up at? Hold
Shut
on.
up, Basil. You're not supposed to do that.
These ladies are not that bad looking, so I don't see what they're doing to throw.
It was one girl.
It was
especially.
one girl. Okay. All right, cool. I don't see why. Oh,
Hold on, why the fuck y'all rating the guys? Oh, that was
Oh,
Alexia.
what
No, it was
what
the
the
girls.
fuck? Okay,
The girls
so-
were rating us.
shout out to the ladies in the chat, man. We appreciate the ladies tuning in too. Okay, cool. Ladies, do you agree with your ratings? Yes or no?
I disagree with one.
Which one?
I feel like I'm a average 5. I could be. I don't agree with the 4.
Why'd you give her a 4?
Yeah.
She just.
Yeah, I don't agree with a 4.
I just-
Period. Y'all got me fucked up.
To be honest,
I'm
I feel
exotic.
like
This pussy exotic.
Okay, I
You
can't
got
see your
me fucked
pussy.
up.
I don't know what your pussy. First of all, I don't know what your pussy looks like.
No,
Um,
we didn't rate your pussy.
and
bro.
if I could see your pussy, would I
I
rate you
mean-
differently? Probably
I
not.
mean, exotic features equal exotic pussy.
I'm just saying. I see a lot of pussy. I work in a strip club, so yeah. Unless your pussy is reupholstered or some shit, we can't have a pussy conversation. Because I'm in the. I see pussy every day in my face.
I do too.
Okay, so we're on. All right, cool. But even if I saw your pussy, so her, I'm answering your question. Why did I
I'm
rate
not
you a
offended.
4?
I just don't agree. To each its own.
Okay, I mean, I have a certain
yeah.
type, you know, and
That's fine.
But
Me
yeah.
too.
I think the chat for the most part finds you attractive.
Thank you, chat. I
Yeah.
appreciate you.
Would you be willing to go on a date with one of the chat members?
I am single.
You are single?
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
And-
So
and-
blind date.
Hey man, you get you some good Starbucks around this bitch.
Yeah, we might have to do that. I think the chat might want to. You single?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to go on a
Oh,
date
yeah,
with,
they
with
loving
somebody in the
Jen.
chat too?
They're loving what?
Chat.
Yeah,
Man,
they
no, you
loving
know
you.
what? No, super chat.
Just find me a
Bro-
sugar daddy.
Nah,
Okay.
ghetto, bro.
You got one.
You're too
I'm
ghetto.
pretty sure you got about
One.
3. You don't need no more.
Yo,
Another one. I
chat-
could always use
real
more
quick, hold on,
sponsors.
real quick. Chat, super chat, $9.99, man. The threshold, if you guys want, and we'll pull up some IGs, man, for my girl here, Jennifer, to rate you guys if you guys are interested in that. Shout out to Jennifer. What type of guys do you look for? Like, what do you look for in the guys when you go out on dates?
I look for it to make sure like they have personality.
Okay, that's repo.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Uh,
What else?
personality. They're able to hold a conversation and they're
Okay, that's definitely
intellectual.
repo.
Yeah, Josh not missing right
Okay.
now.
Keep going.
That they're intellectual.
That's Rebo.
They're smart.
That repo.
Yeah.
Money.
Well,
You want
it's a
money?
plus,
Okay.
but you know,
Okay.
it's not something that I'm looking for.
He has money too.
There you go.
Yeah. What else? Is
Shout
that
out to my man Repo,
Yeah.
wherever you
Okay.
at.
Yo. Shout out to Repo, man.
So
Well,
he could be ugly as shit,
but he does
but
like.
you still go
Hey
on a
man,
date
hey
with
man.
him.
Listen,
Gucci man
ugly
told you,
people-
money
I'm
make you
just
handsome when
saying.
you
No, ugly people deserve to be happy too.
First
They
of all,
do, but
first of
not
all,
me.
Hold on.
First of all, sometimes it's good to have your man medium ugly because ain't nobody gonna want him but you, bitch.
No.
Medium,
Yo,
medium ugly?
Ladies,
Wait, so Jules,
Ladies,
is
hold on.
Eric medium ugly?
No.
I don't know. Ladies, I have a question. Why do women go out with guys that they have no intentions in actually dating and taking seriously?
Why do women?
Yes. Why do you guys do
I think
that?
guys do that
Free
more than
food.
anything.
Well, we're asking about the women now. So why do women do it though?
Free food.
Because they're bored.
Because they're
Free
bored.
food.
That's a good
Mhm.
one. Free food.
I'm hungry.
Okay. You an easy hoe. Okay. What else? What
Nah,
else?
you not getting no ass for no food. You gotta pay me for that.
You're worse than
Real quick. Why do women do that?
Boredom.
Boredom. Okay. What about you? Any other
Yeah, I
reasons?
agree. Same
Okay.
thing.
Y'all go out to dinner with random guys. 'cause
I
of
didn't
boredom?
say we in
I, ain't
general.
gonna tell- I just
We're
had an old
speaking
man
in
take me to
general.
lunch today.
You have a man.
Yeah, I still milk niggas for money. I don't give a fuck.
How much did
Oh
he
my
pay
God.
you?
do it?
How much did he pay you?
How do you do
Don't
it?
worry about what Unc gave me.
Unc?
Oh,
She
How do
called
you-
him
how do
Unc.
I don't know how to say
She
that.
called him Unc. Yo, how does your man live with himself like that though?
I mean,
Her
street-
man
it's-
pimps
it's-
her out.
Shut no, the fuck he doesn't.
You told
My
us before
man- my
that you
man
get out,
is a
you get home.
trapper.
Okay, but wait.
Because he flips money, I suggest to do. I put money in my man's hands because I know regardless, I'm gonna be straight.
Okay, so that's what you
This
said
new
to us
ass
before.
he
You
paying for.
yeah,
so.
but what you said to us before is you go to the strip club, you work, and then you get home, you give your money to him.
yeah, that's what I choose to do.
How
No, though.
I
It's
need you to-
something I
you turn your-
chose to do because my man
Queen,
is a hustler.
Move your mic because you.
It's a whole different type of thing.
Nah, your man's pimping you out.
No, my
He
man's
is.
a hustler, and
Your
I
man-
made a
your-
choice.
Your man is letting you go out with other men to get paid, and you come home
Here's
and give him
the
the
thing:
money.
it
That's-
wasn't
he's
always
pimping you
like
out.
that. I've been hoeing, and he been coming home. I made that decision because I seen how much of a hustler he is. If you know a motherfucker could flip more money than you, why wouldn't you put it in
That
the
doesn't make
motherfucking
any
hands
sense.
you
If
trust?
he's such a hustler, he doesn't need you to go out and pimp yourself. Like I had a conversation with Jules the other day. I was like, "Yo, I'll get 3 jobs if I need to get you whatever you want. Like you don't have to go sell yourself."
I do what the fuck I want to do. I've been doing this when he met me. I was a hoe when he met me. I'm stop being a hoe when I'm ready to stop being a hoe. Okay. It's also kind of fun because I be bored and sitting in the motherfucking house.
You know what I just realized?
So-
Y'all get bored and just be doing whatever the fuck
Fuck
y'all
whatever
want.
the fuck they want.
Yo,
bro.
Yes,
fellas,
I'm
I hope y'all are
honest,
paying
though.
attention.
And-
Women get
I'm
bored and they
honest,
just
though.
use men.
I
They
get
don't
yeah.
care.
But the issue is that women will sit here and be like, "Yes, girl, go ahead
No,
and
they
do
egg it
your
on, they
thing,
egg it
girl.
on.
Yes, girl."
I happily do a day's worth of
Period.
milking.
Because
and
me
go
saying
home.
anything is not
The
really
fuck?
going to change her
No, no,
mind.
that's
so
false.
go ahead and do your
That's
thing.
false right there. That's
Yup.
false. That's
no,
false.
it's not.
Listen,
I can
hold
tell
on.
her being
Okay.
a hoe is a bad thing. She's not gonna do anything.
What's your name?
Amen.
What's your name?
Amen.
Chantel.
Amen.
Let me tell you something.
Amen. I've been with
Hold
the
on.
same man
Let me
since
yo.
I was
hold on,
19.
Cream.
Let me talk, Cream. Maybe if you 4, 5 ladies on this table sit here and told her, "Hey, listen, what you're doing is fucked up," maybe it wouldn't change anything. But if she went out there in society and all the women were telling her the same thing, eventually it would do something. And here's the difference. men keep each other accountable.
Mm-hmm.
I keep men accountable that I don't even know. Men that I just met. Why? Because I'm like, yo, bro, you're fucking up. And it's cool. Like, even if me and him don't end up being best friends, at least I told him, yo, bro, you're fucking up. I had a conversation this morning with, someone that we just met. And I was like, yo, listen, I'll show you guys proof where I'm literally telling this guy, like, yo, I don't fuck with that. Like, you said you were going to do something.
Do it.
And you didn't do it. And he was like, yo, you know what? You're right, bro. I apologize, blah, 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 blah. Right. But it's like, I could have easily just said, yeah, cool, man. Do your thing.
Mm-hmm.
No, we keep each other accountable for the most part. If you ladies kept her accountable, and she went into society and other women kept her accountable, there would be a part of her that would
But
have to
society's
change.
not like that.
I
though.
don't give a fuck how
of
nobody
societies
feel
are
because
hoes.
everything is in my motherfucking name. So I don't give a one fish, two. I don't give a one fuck, two fuck, red fuck, blue fuck. Because I know what the fuck my man does, and I know what the fuck who the fuck he comes home to.
I mean, look, if you and your man, if he's cool with it, he's cool with it.
No.
But on a grandiose scale, we can't.
I
we
was a
can't tell women to do
hustler.
that.
I was a hustler when he met me.
You were a hoe when he met you.
Yes, I was a hoe too. I was a hustler and a hoe. Hey, it's a little bit of both worlds, man.
Nah,
H
bro.
and H.
I'm sorry. And this
Hey,
is the only generation where girls are allowed to be hoes and it's okay. When I'm in my 30s, and when I was a kid, if you were a hoe, the school knew you were a hoe.
Perfect
you were
example. When you were in middle school, if one of your nudes got leaked for XYZ reason, you were having
Crying.
a panic attack,
Yes.
crying. Nowadays, and no offense to you because you do OnlyFans and the million other girls that
I'm
do
about
it
to say,
too.
bitch news getting
Now-
leaked, boy, that's clout.
Now they're out there just selling them. Like they're selling them. They're like, whatever. I don't give a fuck. But when you were in middle school, you were crying and having a fit and
so
da 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 da.
So what was happening in the middle school that made
Mhm.
girls afraid of that? What was it called?
It was
Shame.
yeah, it was shaming.
It was shaming. The whole
They were
school
shaming
was
them.
gonna fucking shame you,
and they were
bro.
gonna see it. Yeah.
And they were gonna spread it around, and everybody was gonna shame you.
Rumors.
And we took the shame away from society, and now women do whatever the fuck they want, and they think that it's okay. And listen, I understand that when you leave this podcast, you're probably not gonna like me too much, and that's cool. But I'd rather be honest.
You know, we always been beefing in our own little place. As always.
Yeah, but I always tell the truth.
Yeah.
Which is what I'm saying is that, like, it's cool for you to do it within your friends group,
Mhm.
but in society, the way that men are looking at you is not in a positive way. It's not
Here's
in
the
a positive.
thing.
And I know you don't care.
I don't care how
And I
nobody
know you
looks at
don't
me,
care.
but the person that I go home to every day and it's gonna eat this
Okay.
ass.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Well, thank
The-
you for
here-
that.
but here's
Goodbye.
here's another thing. The way society looks at your man is also not in a positive way. No man would do business
Here's
with
the
your man.
thing.
No
It's
self-respecting
it's
man would do business
so
with your
many
man.
couples like this in the black community, like this shit is.
Okay, I can't let you do
isn't
that.
Okay,
weird.
I can't
so I'm,
let you
I,
lump,
It's
I
not
can't let you
rare.
disrespect our
It's
culture
so
like that.
you're not black for real.
You said I was
You
gay.
gave him a black card a couple minutes ago.
Listen.
Yeah, you gave him a black card
He
before we
had it
started.
He had it for a little time, man.
Having
a black card
When he
doesn't mean you have a black
when he
family,
gets back,
though.
when he gets back to acting and sounding like a white man, then he's white. Right now, he's not black.
Yo,
Okay.
listen, I can't.
Basil don't like his own people,
This
and
nigga-
Facts. Hit the
Yo.
facts button for that.
Basil don't like his own people. And I don't even think you grew up in the trenches or the project.
I grew up more rough than you, mommy.
Nah.
Yeah,
Yo, listen,
Nah,
I cannot let you sit here and talk
You
shit
don't
about our
know.
culture like that.
Nah.
You don't
I'm
know.
gonna need you to apologize.
Because Atlanta, boy, we got real projects. Y'all projects is not no
Nah.
projects. Y'all shit look lovely as
You only-
fuck.
you don't
No,
even know
the
where I'm
projects
from.
around here, she's not wrong about that. The
Y'all
projects
shit look
around
lovely
here,
as
they
fuck.
look
She don't even
way
know where I'm
much
from.
Lovely
better
as fuck.
She don't
than
even
where
know
Every
where-
last
anywhere else.
every
You-
last goddamn project we got in Georgia is built on the old plantation.
You don't even know where I'm
Dead
from.
ass.
That's true. That
You
is
know
true.
what?
You don't even know where
Dead
I'm
ass.
from.
She ain't,
That's
she ain't
She
lying.
don't
That
even
is
know.
true. That's a
Dead
fact.
But I
ass.
That's a
still
fact.
can't let you talk about like that about my culture.
That ass.
She don't even know where I'm from.
Without us, there
Where
would
you
be
from?
no-
Where
Where do
you
you think
from?
he's from?
Down
Where do you
here.
think
Yeah,
he's
where
from?
you think
Where
I'm
do you
from?
think he's
She gonna
from?
say something. Say the whitest thing you think.
Where do you think he's
Go
from?
ahead.
Shit, he might be from probably somewhere in Florida down here. Or some
Nope.
shit.
Nope.
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 Damn, where
He's
are
from
you
Arkansas.
That's even worse because I lived in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
That's not
So
where
he's
I'm
lying.
from. That's not where I'm from. That's
Don't
not where I'm
disrespect
from.
Steve like that.
My-
That nigga ain't from
Wait,
Arkansas.
what? Them be the white people that
First
swear
off-
they don't like black people, but
first
they
off-
really like niggers on the low.
First off,
Hold on.
First
Let him
off-
talk. Let him talk. Let him talk.
First off, I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. My family's from Philly. And there ain't not a soft, sweet thing about where I'm from. So you never probably been to Pittsburgh. You probably don't know. But We had a lot of killings, a lot of shootings, just like Atlanta.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's
it's
pretty
not
bad
built
over
on
there.
no plantation because we in the north.
Yeah.
But we definitely got some crazy. I mean, look, I'll say this: some of my best friends have been shot and killed. One of my best friends was laid to rest at 14. Rest in peace, Phil. People been shot in the head. I don't talk about it. I talk like a regular dude because I was raised this way. But I was around crackhead, all that shit, needles,
As a
craziness.
human race, we're doomed if society doesn't change.
Yeah, shout out to my man Captain, man, with the super chat real quick, man. We love you.
So I may speak proper or whatever people think, but
Real
I'm,
quick,
I
hold
don't
on.
grow from that.
As a
dumb shit.
human race, we are doomed if we don't change, and I will agree to that, Captain. Men have to step up and be more manly, be more masculine. We have to take, lead, and we can't just blame the women, bro. The women are powerful. Yes, we understand. They're wonderful, and yes, they have a shit ton of fucking power, bro. But ultimately, I think it does come to them. Did someone just fucking fart, bro?
I think
Did
that
someone
was
just
somebody.
fucking fart? That's the first time someone farted on air, bro.
No.
Someone just-
Who got a shitty booty?
Me and Jules were looking at each other like,
Yo, did someone just-
Why was it so loud?
what? Yo, come on. I'm literally screaming and I heard that shit. Whoever did that, man. Yeah, you good?
No, I don't think that was a fart. He was drinking water. And
That
he
definitely
sucked his
wasn't me.
dick.
Okay,
Nah.
all right.
I don't think it came from
Okay,
anywhere
real
over
quick. Hold
here.
on, real quick. So I
think we
do
would
think
smell
to
it, so.
Captain's point, I do think that we are doomed if we do not change. I think it was my grandparents' generation where like people actually still stay together to death. I remember, I wasn't really close to my grandparents because I wasn't really in the family. My mom gave me up at a young age, but I remember when my grandfather passed away. My grandmother passed away shortly after, right?
Yeah.
Like that type of generation.
one goes and it
you
takes the other.
almost never see that nowadays. My generation kind of still had a little bit of, that, resemblance. And then your generation is the stupidest generation, to be
Amen
fair.
to that.
Okay. And then the generation after you guys,
Even worse.
unfortunately, is going to be my kids. I pray that my kids make a difference in their generation. But yes, if we don't
They're
change, if we don't change, they are absolutely fucked for sure.
Here's my response to you, Captain. In your lifetime, things probably won't change. Get your
No,
passport.
he's older.
Nah, he's
He's
old
older.
ass.
He's
Yo,
older.
Captain's like 60 something.
Whoa.
Oh yeah,
60
he's
something?
sugar daddy age. Don't be
he's
trying to
not
don't be
60.
trying to talk to
Captain's
no
like
young
50,
bitches
60,
and you don't
bro.
got no money.
He's 50, not 60.
Yeah.
That's
Captain's
a
like
huge
50, 60,
difference.
bro.
That's
Bro,
very-
Captain's like 50,
That's
60.
disrespectful.
Yeah,
That's
he's sugar
Look,
daddy
even if he's
age.
50, it don't matter. You gotta get the fuck out of here.
Real quick. Also, my man is from a rougher place than you are. Trust me.
It might not be
You-
rougher
you-
than her, but
no.
it ain't soft.
You never
It ain't
said.
soft.
Yo,
Nah,
you-
here's the
I
thing.
don't know.
It's
You've never been there.
compared to the city.
Have you
Here's
ever
the
been there?
thing.
Have you ever been there?
Regardless,
Have you ever been
it's
there?
different in
Have
the
you ever
country
been there?
compared to the city.
Look,
the city has way more technology to catch your ass. Like in Florida,
What?
boy, if we did the same shit we do in Atlanta and Florida, boy, our ass going to jail.
look, there's
Atlanta-
a
Put that mic towards your
Hold on, hold
In
on, hold on.
Atlanta, we
No,
getting
no,
away
fix
with
the mic,
shit.
fix the
We
mic.
catching bodies and getting away
Fix
with
the
them.
mic. Put it towards your mouth.
hold
I don't
on.
know. Fix your mic. Turn. Yes. There you go.
Look, there's a song that came out in Atlanta called "That's Not Atlanta," where this girl goes around and talking about Gwinnett, or she speaks.
First of all,
hold on, let me
Amarella's not even from Atlanta.
can you let him talk?
Let me finish. If you have, I think there's certain area codes in Atlanta, or the police. If you look at the cars, those motherfuckers are in the actual city of Atlanta. So where I'm from is 412. That means you're from the city. We all know the suburbs be having some weird ass area codes. So where I'm from the actual bad part of the city. I don't know where you're from in Atlanta. What I'm saying is, where I'm from, it ain't fucking soft. It ain't sweet.
I'm from where Curtis
What
Snow them
zone?
from.
What
If
zone
you
you
ever
from?
seen Snow on the Bluff,
Zone 3. What
I'm
zone?
from
What
Zone
zone you
1.
from?
Zone 1.
All right then.
I'm from where Curtis. If you ever seen Snow on the Bluff, I'm from where Curtis Snow them from.
Okay.
Well,
Eric's
you
from
know, you and
Baltimore.
Captain share the same birthday, and he's actually 52.
Oh shit! Shout out to my man Captain, man. Shout out to my man
Shout out to
Captain.
you, Captain.
Real quick, you don't have to continue to be ghetto though. You're not in Atlanta anymore.
Shit, I be in the churches down here too.
Why?
Even though y'all
Red
church
flag.
is pretty,
Why?
I be
Yo,
in that church.
I can't let you talk.
Lil
about-
Hades right over here.
Hey,
I
yo,
want to go to trenches.
Curtis, you
Yo.
missed the super chat before. Well, we were talking. Can you
Yeah, we
go
got
back?
Diego, and then we got International. There was two of them.
No. The one
Repo?
is on Streamlabs.
Yeah, we got Repo. He said girls used to cry when their nudes get leaked. Now you can see it for $4.99 a month.
Yep.
100%. Yeah. Shout out to the ladies, man. Well, never mind. I'm not gonna ask it.
Well, no,
Or you can see it for free on
ID's
Reddit.
$10.99 though.
Yo,
There you
Repo,
go.
bro, super chat so we can see your page, man. Jennifer's interested in going out on a date with you, bro.
Hey, bae.
Hey, there you go. Hey,
Hey,
babe.
Oop.
Okay, cool.
Why she turn black when she said that?
Who, her?
What?
Yeah, that didn't sound a little Latina. That sounded black.
What? No, I'm very much Latina.
Very much. Okay.
Very much.
Are you Cuban? What are you?
Yeah, I'm
Yo,
Cuban.
Can I ask you a question? Can I
Yeah.
ask you a question? Why do so many Latinos like black men? What's up with that? That's like a
Me-
weird. That's,
me
that's like
personally-
that's like
good looking.
hold on. I want you to be honest,
I am.
because that's like a weird little kink that, like, in this generation,
Mm-hmm.
like back in my generation, that was like my mom used to tell my sisters not to bring any monkeys home. Like that's
Yeah.
literally like
Adelanta la raza.
God.
Tiene que
You
adelantar
know
la
what- you know
raza.
what-
Yeah.
Whoa, what you talking about? Wait, hold up. You said
My-
monkeys.
yes.
Uh-huh.
My mother used to. My mother's.
Without
Hold
black
on, hold on. Let me
people,
finish. Let me finish. My mom's generation was still. They still had a lot of that racism
Yeah.
in them, because you got to understand, like, she was like, bro, it's old school. Now we're talking about, right? She used to tell my sisters that.
Mhm.
Crazy enough, one of my sisters actually ended up
With yeah.
with So,
Yeah.
but what I'm saying is, what is it in today's age that's like the thing?
I mean, me personally, I don't.
Because
like,
it used to be
I
a lot of
don't
people
like-
won't admit this,
Mhm.
but it used to be white men. Like that was the thing, and people won't say that, but now it's turned. So why?
Yeah. I mean, me personally, I don't like if it's like, let's say you guys are here, like I
I'm
would
black
go
too.
more.
Yeah.
Yes, very black. She gave you your black card
Yeah.
already. I would personally go more for like like the whiter guy, just
Mhm.
because it's my personal preference.
Mhm.
But I have nothing against like him
Mhm.
or him or anybody really, because I have family that are black too. It's just a personal preference basically, and I feel like it's more so like people are falling in like the line of like, oh, it's like a trend because
Mhm.
I'm white, I want to be with
Mhm,
him
mhm,
because we're gonna have light skinned babies, and
mhm. Yeah.
then you're eating up with all the stupidity
Right.
that society has today as well. So
Yeah.
it's just more like, I feel like it's more so like a trend.
Mhm.
Don't get me wrong, there are people that they generally like, the opposite race, and
Mhm.
that's perfectly fine. But the majority of them are just like, oh no, I'm gonna do it because my friend did it, or
Right, right.
Cardi B did it, or Fulanita de tal did it. Like
Mhm.
that's literally what it is.
Okay. So you said it was a preference, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So my man right here
Mhm.
doesn't like his own people.
Yeah, you don't.
So
Where
why
are you getting
wha-
that
so,
from?
so why is it that it's a preference when a woman does it, but
Uh-huh.
when a man does it,
No, I feel like it's a preference. It should be a
but
preference
you
for
just,
everybody.
You just heard her shaming him
Uh-huh.
for not preferring
Yeah.
black women.
Mhm.
Why is that women get okay with that preference, right? It's, you guys get to skate by,
Mhm.
but when a man does it, why is it that we automatically get shunned?
But here's the thing.
I want you to
Speak
speak into
on
the
the
mic, into the mic, into
I'm
the
about to
mic.
say, and here's the thing. Your stereotype that
Mhm.
y'all got for black people have for white people.
No, 110%. Because
That's
there's
true.
there's
And-
black
and-
people
and-
that want to
and-
be with white people, and there's white people that want to
And
be with
he's
black
one.
people.
He's one of them black people
Okay.
that
It's- you-
crossed
it's
the
very-
Hold on,
borderline.
real quick, but that's a
He crossed
preference.
segregation
Yeah.
line.
That is a preference. He has a preference.
Yeah.
He prefers. How do you prefer him?
Asians, Latina, light skins, white, black.
Black or all the way at the bottom. The
Yeah,
back-
he don't. You gotta be light skinned black. You can't be regular black.
So why is it that well, so
Regular
that-
blacks
that-
at the bottom.
So here's my question. Here's
No,
my
that's so
question.
true.
Why is his preference looked down upon as a man, but as a woman, your preference is okay?
Mm. Honestly, I haven't even like thought about it like that way. to
This
be
is
honest with you.
society.
Yeah,
This is the
I
real
haven't. I
world.
haven't thought about it that way. But I mean, you should be able to be with whoever you want to be with. I feel like they see it as like, oh, if you're black, you have to be with your race. How my mom would tell me, oh, tiene que adelantar la raza.
Mhm.
Instead of going backwards and being with somebody that's black.
Yeah. So is that
So
considered
my
backwards?
kids my kids can come out with quote unquote in a way like certain type of genes instead of being with a
Damn,
white man.
Hearing that sounds so fucked
It
up.
is so fucked up.
It's
It is
not. I don't
very
feel like
very
that's
fucked
fucked
up.
up.
You know what's funny?
And not a lot of people talk
it's the
about it.
stereotype.
You know what's
Not a lot
funny
of people
though?
It's
talk
the
about it.
stereotype.
Hold on. You know what's funny though? I work at a club with all Cubans, and if you see all these motherfucking light-skinned white Cubans trying to dance like black people, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Every song that comes on is there's a part of Cuban music called reparto, or it's like El Quimico. It's these they
Yeah.
all look black, and you'll see all these white Cubans sitting there trying to do their best imitation of black folk.
Yep.
So I laugh at the Cuban people that shit on, not to say that you shouldn't, but the ones that
Yeah.
don't talk to black Cubans or black people, because they literally sit in a club and they're listening to all these songs by
Mhm.
black
I'm
Cubans.
gonna be honest.
And I'm not
she
trying to
could
say black
pass
people.
for a black person, like a real light skinned mixed
Who, her?
black person. Yes.
Why aren't you speaking into the mic, bro?
How is it?
My boy.
And real quick, why is it that a
Slide it this
woman's
way.
preference?
I guess when I'm not as
Yo,
loud,
hold on,
y'all
listen,
want me to
listen.
be loud.
Why is it that a woman's preference is okay, but a man's preference is not?
I just think the way society works, it views men as sort of like they have to stick more to their gender role specifically. Like women, I feel like it's more acceptable to have like that variety.
That's okay. I agree with that.
Yeah.
But why? Why is it that way?
Just society.
Do you like black guys?
Yeah.
She loves BBC.
Hey.
Yeah.
Big
you,
black
do you prefer black men over white, Hispanic, and Asian men?
Honestly, I don't have a preference.
So
Like, if
anyone
you're
that comes your
attractive,
way.
you're attractive. Yeah.
Okay. No, you have.
So
to have
you
a
wouldn't
preference.
choose a black person over a white person?
If I had a preference, I'd say black.
Everyone has a
Because
preference.
the meat.
Hold on.
She knows
Hold on.
what's in them
Hold
drawers
on.
already.
Ladies, everyone has a preference. We all have a preference, whether you want to admit it or not. We all have a preference. Shout out to the super chatters real quick, man. International, of course, covering for the black men. Shout out
Black
to
men
us.
are coveted by every
Black
race
men.
on the planet.
You
When we
wanna be
leave the
black
country, it
so
amplifies.
I wanna be
our
black.
identity.
I am
Also,
black.
Basil's preference for not liking black American women
Nope.
is understandable. Don't look at how they treat us.
Okay, you know
Yo,
what? That is a really
Curtis,
good
can you
point.
read that again?
Yeah, black men are coveted by every race on the planet. When we leave this country, it amplifies by 100. Also, Basil's preference for not liking black American women is understandable. Look at how they treat us.
I'm glad he said black American women.
Correct.
Here's the thing.
Because if it's someone
Here's the
from
thing.
Africa, hey,
It's
shot,
not
come over
just
here, baby.
black women
Come over
dogging our
here, baby.
niggas out. What are you?
Well, I'm from Jamaica, so
You what?
Cuban Italian.
Okay, she dogging her niggas out too. It's not just black women. Y'all just blame us for everything. God damn.
What you mean she dogging her niggas out? I don't know what you mean by that.
That man paying for her lifestyle.
Well, yeah, no, but hold on, but that's
Shit.
Cubans. Cubans are toxic. We everyone knows this.
Hey.
Cubans are toxic. I
Hey.
haven't met a. You cheated.
Hey, man.
Stop saying hey.
Amen.
not
Amen.
toxic.
Amen.
you are talking.
You are toxic.
You're a toxic.
No,
You're
no,
the
no,
definition
no.
of toxic.
One mic at a time. One mic.
If their community is known for being toxic, even worse than us, why do we always get that?
No, but you can't say that you're not toxic. You just stayed in a 3-year relationship,
toxic.
and you then which is what the point I was trying to get to earlier, that you were like, oh no, he said that you told him like, oh, you can leave whenever you want to leave, but you chose to stay there.
That's
Like you
toxic.
chose to be there
There's more
and
to
tr-
that
and
than,
and
it
try to
doesn't
flip
matter.
it and manipulate the situation into being like, oh, he had his choice, like he should have done it.
he
but-
did. I think we both had a choice, but like,
No, clearly not, because it took you 3 years and a kid.
yeah, but,
Damn.
like he used to tell me like he would like hurt himself if I left him. So I
That's
was
all
like,
bullshit.
But I didn't know
That's
that.
all
You see,
bullshit, because
now
I
he
had
tells me
somebody-
that, and I'm like, whatever.
No, because
But
I had
then-
somebody tell me the same thing when I was in high school. Oh, because you want to break up with me, I'm gonna hurt myself. It's like, first of all, you're not gonna do that. You know, you're not gonna like, and there is people, and they are, and we're not gonna get into like the mental health portion of it, because a lot of people suffer with that. And I am a first person that I 110% agree that people do have depression, anxiety, and they suffer from all of that. And some people do suffer in silence. Some people are more vocal with it.
Mhm.
But you can't be like, if you know the person, quote unquote, you know the person, and they tell you, oh, I'm gonna hurt myself. Yes, at first you're gonna stop and you're gonna think like, damn, like, is it really gonna be true? Like, is he really gonna hurt himself? But that's not a reason to be like, oh no, I'm gonna stick around and I'm also gonna pop a kid out for him, because you had the choice. You had the choice to leave and you just didn't do it. You get me? Like, so you can't sit here and be like, oh, I'm not toxic. No, that's a toxic trait. You know, because you could have left. You know.
Mhm.
So if they toxic too, why the fuck we always get the
Speaking
face
to the
of
mic,
it?
please.
If they're toxic too, why does black women always got to be the face of toxicity?
Around the country, there's more Black American, African American women. They're Cubans. When I was in Georgia, how many Cubans do you see? Yeah, exactly, Kareem. But you come down here and you see all these Cubans. That's what it is. They're all down here.
We some niggas.
Yeah, in the trenches.
Yeah, we
So
some niggas.
they're the minority compared to the Black African American women.
But it only depends on where, because you go to places like Cali and stuff. They're the majority.
Nah,
Not Cubans.
to be fair, there's
just
a
the
lot of black women
Mexicans.
everywhere.
Mhm.
Everywhere you go. Shout out to the super chatters, man. Yellow Joe just subscribed too. Shout out
Appreciate
to
it,
you,
brother.
Yellow Joe, my bad. Okay, ladies. Do you have a question for the gentleman? I would love for you guys to ask the gentleman some questions. I feel like we'd be putting you guys under some pressure, some heat. Why don't you guys ask us some questions for a change? So go ahead. You have a question for us?
What are the values that you look for in a woman, not only to become your girlfriend, but ultimately change into being your wife?
Okay. So a woman who's feminine, fit, friendly, submissive. She can be led and just be a good woman. A woman that I can kind of see myself with and have a future with. But say fit, feminine, friendly, submissive.
Okay.
Gotcha.
What about you?
Submissive, feminine, respectful. She knows how to carry herself in public. If we're out and we're at dinner, she treat the server correctly. Does she have a good family unit? How's her her ideals on life, her morals?
Okay.
Okay. For me, it's very simple. Your past is like 80% of what I care about. Your past. You can be the most beautiful girl, but if you were a hoe in the past,
Yeah.
you know, and
Fuck the past. We building the future, baby.
no.
Nope. Wrong advice. Guys, don't listen to that.
Listen.
Don't listen. Ladies,
why,
don't listen.
why do you think that the past matters so much to guys? Since you like to talk so much.
I feel as if certain men are insecure.
There you go. Insecure. Let me tell you something. If you break up with your pimp, right, your future relationship is gonna be horrible because you pimp yourself out. You call yourself a hoe. You sell pussy for money. So your future man is gonna look at you and be like, "What makes you worthy of me marrying you?"
Nah, I'm just get back one of my old hoes. I got some.
Yeah, but that's not the first choice though. You don't get back with the old hoes. You ain't with them because you like the guy you with now. So you gonna go back to the
with
old
him
hoe?
because I liked him a little bit more. But but I mean, he's not going nowhere. I've been with the same nigga since I was 19.
Okay, but what happens if he leaves you though, man? Like women don't think
that's
that way.
unrealistic.
Unrealistic.
Okay, Kareem, let's go to the root of the problem. Why do you think it's insecure?
Huh?
Why do you think it's insecure?
Because I feel like a man who knows you and know your body and know your heart, he ain't gonna give a fuck.
Okay.
I would
Kareem.
in the reverse, I would say he's so secure, he's willing to lose you.
Yeah.
And if he's willing to lose you, then he's secure in his standards and his priorities in life.
I don't understand how you say that your man is secure because he's letting you go out and talk to other men and be with other men and sleep with other men. That's not security to me. Like that's not a secure man to me.
I feel as if he was.
Watch out with that camera angle, man. What's up with that? Go ahead.
If he was insecure, I feel as if he should have said something in the beginning of the relationship. We're further down the line. Is a little bit too far for that. I had a boy I used to talk to.
Okay, but Cream, you're missing the point.
That was Haitian.
Cream, you're missing the point.
Insecure.
If you were to break up, Cream, if you were to break up with this guy, the shit that you're doing now, your future boyfriend will not think kindly of that shit. Like he won't agree with that.
I'm gonna find me another nigga that like hoes. It's not hard.
It's unfortunate that women have to have that mentality where it's like, if the guy I'm with doesn't like who I used to be, I'm just gonna find a guy that is. Because what if the guy that doesn't accept your past could have actually been the guy that was perfect for you?
Then he couldn't have been perfect if you don't understand a person's past.
We knew you was gonna say that.
Why? Because we've lived two different lives. Somebody who's been through that mud and been through that pain is not going to understand a person who hasn't because they've never been through that mud and been through that pain. A motherfucker who never had the lights off is not going to know how to light the motherfucking candles in the dark because they ain't never been in no motherfucking dark. Them facts.
Look.
You say period. You don't even have a fucking job. You don't even have a fucking job. What are you talking about? Period.
And this is how women influence each other.
Bro, you see this? You're influencing her negative behavior by saying periods.
No,
you haven't said shit all show.
Negative about it. We live different type of lifestyles. We don't live the type of lifestyles that y'all live.
If her pimp leaves, are you gonna date her?
And first of all, my man is not a pimp.
Okay.
He's a fucking hustler.
Are you gonna date this
I chose him.
Yo, you can call your man a fucking superhero. I don't give a fuck. What you're doing, he's pimping you out. Your man is pimping you out.
I'm pimping myself out because I made this.
I don't care if you think you're pimping yourself out. Your man is still pimping you out too. Okay. If she leaves that guy, would you date her?
No.
Okay, speaking to the mic.
No.
Okay, so when you say periods, what do you hope to accomplish with that?
I think what I was agreeing with is more the fact that like what she said about like if you've never been in the dark, like you don't know.
But neither have you.
Says who? It says who? It says
What have
who?
you gone through? Besides having your mom being a single mom, you don't work.
I don't work now that I have a kid, but I used to work
But
back
that's-
then when he wasn't working and he used to live with me. I was working.
Oh,
if
so
he
you were the
wasn't
sugar
working.
mama.
I mean, you could come. I guess I was a sugar mama.
Oh.
Okay. The point
Yes.
is that women sit here and encourage each other to do negative things. You guys aren't gonna date each other. You guys aren't gonna marry each other. You don't want to be with each other long term. You're not trying to. So why encourage each other negatively like that? It makes no sense. It goes back to accountability. That's what it goes back to. It goes back to accountability. If you sit here and tell her, listen, stop pimping yourself out, stop letting your man pimp you out, she might go home and think about that shit tonight. But when you sit here and you say, periods, she's
I was
she's
agreeing with
feeling
the statement
encouraged.
She was saying in that moment.
Okay, here's another thing too.
Agreeing
You don't
with what she was
necessarily
saying in
have
the
to go
moment.
through trauma in life to be able to empathize with somebody else.
Yep.
Okay. And smart people learn from their mistakes, and wise people learn from the mistakes of others.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Same thing. I don't have to go through, even though I did go through lights out. Okay. I don't have to go through that to be able to understand what you're going through or what you went through. Okay. I went through way more than that. I woke up in the morning. I remember I used to go to the kitchen, right? And I used to turn the light on. And bro, I swear to God, I will never forget this scene. Whenever you turn the lights on and you see the roaches scatter, like, and you just see like just fuck, and you don't even know, you're like, where the fuck do all these roaches hide? like where do they hide, bro? Like it was bro, infestation, bro. Like it's like crazy, bro.
No, you wanna know
That
what's
shit was crazy. Yo, speaking to the mic.
I stayed on Boulevard. Boulevard is downtown. Nothing but rats and mice.
Mhm.
Mind you, we had a house. Like we had a house because we had so many kids on Section 8 that they had no choice but to give us a
For the
house.
people that don't know what Section 8 is, what is that?
Based on income, is for broke people who
Yeah.
can't afford to take care of their kids.
Okay.
I grew up in a household full of 7 kids,
Mhm.
but we stayed next to a field. Next to the field, it was none but mice and rats.
Of course, yeah. Speaking to the mic, please.
Every time we tried to get rid of the mice and rats, but we could not.
You can't, bro. You can't. They breed more faster
Yeah.
than humans do. So it's crazy. Okay, cool. But you gotta understand, you gotta stop influencing women negatively. You all have to stop doing that. You guys do it because it's cute, because like social media shows you that it's cute. It's not cute, ladies. It's not cute. Like you guys could save some lives out here. It's not cute.
Because y'all ain't gonna listen to what the fuck we say.
No,
anyway,
you guys
so,
aren't, bro.
Any other ladies got any questions for us? Because she gave us one.
Yeah, give us
I
a
do.
question.
Oh,
What's up? Go ahead.
My question is, okay, so at what age do you guys feel like a boy turns into a man?
A boy
Like-
turns into a man when his father dies.
Damn.
Okay, like what if he
That's
doesn't?
true,
I'm
though.
saying like reality now in 2023, a 20-year-old transitioning through life. Like at what age do you feel like
More so when when a boy's mature.
he finally understands some things about life? Like what age do you guys
I'll
feel?
speak on my personal experience. For me, it was partly when my grandfather died because my dad wasn't around, but also just when I hit an age where younger kids were calling me sir and mister. I didn't like that when I was 25. Like, yo, do not call me Mr. Sir. I'm only 25. But once I hit, late 20s, 30s, not that I wasn't a man before that, but it really hit me at that point. Like, yo, I got these little youngins calling me, Mr. and Sir and tugging on my shirt. I got to be the one to help the youngins to come up. So that was when it really hit me for me. But I mean, honestly, when you start taking care of business, taxes, having a job, really having to take care of your own business, you move out of mom's house. That's when you really gotta man up and pull up your big boy pants. But yeah, I would say it's when your dad or your grandfather dies, it's I'm the man now. Like I'm the man of the house. If something happens with my mom or my sister,
have to step
I
into a
gotta be
role.
the one to do it. So that's because grandfather or dad was handling that before. So now I'm the oldest man. I'm the oldest guy. That's when it happens for me.
Okay, we got a super chat coming in. Shout out to my man Captain K, man.
In my opinion, what I'm seeing is this generation is afraid to grow up. They're still acting like children, not wanting to take responsibility or accountability.
1000%.
Damn, I love that, Captain.
1000%, K, man. What about you, man? When?
I don't think there's an age that you could put on that. For me personally, is when I went to the military. It's when you're on your own and you make your own decisions. You have no one else to fall back on. It's like you make it or you break it.
Sink or swim, yeah. Okay, so were you raised by your father by any chance? You said you weren't.
Mm-mm.
Okay,
No.
you weren't either,
No.
right? Okay, I wasn't either. So I say that typically when your father dies is when you kind of, are forced to see shit. My dad was holding it down. I have to do that now, like he said. But it's also too is just experiencing the emotions of losing someone like that. You know what I mean? I never had a father. I never met my father. But for me, it was when I became a father. So when I became a father at a young age, and that's when I was like, oh shit, I never had a father, and look at all the shit I went through, right?
Mhm.
And I was like, I don't want my kid to go through that too. And then that's when I think for any man out there, when you become a man is when you realize that you have a purpose in life. When you have a purpose in life, that's when you become a man, because you realize it's not about you anymore. Even if I didn't have kids, I want to go back to Baltimore and build like a community center for kids out there. So in a sense, like when you have a purpose for life, that's essentially when, in my opinion, when you become a man. That was a really good question.
Yeah.
Shout out to Captain, man. That was a good super chat as well. What about you? What's the question for the guys?
I guess just like, why do you think a lack of a father figure, like, how do you think that influences somebody?
Not having a father, how do
Right. Like, how do you think that affects someone growing up?
you don't learn about what to do as a man in certain situations.
Mhm.
You got to figure it out by yourself.
Yeah.
There were a lot of things that I did wrong when I was a kid. I used to hang around women all the time.
Mhm.
I remember my grandfather made fun of me for putting on dishwashing gloves. Like he was like, yo, why are you washing the dishes with gloves on? You're a sissy. You know what I'm saying? Like just little things that my dad would have did to me at a younger age. I would always think the woman was right. Like I grew up thinking women could not be wrong. They would never cheat. Like I was just it was like there's no way.
Yeah.
So as a young man, when you're raised by your mom, and my mom didn't even purposely like coddle me or treat me like a little punk. She kind of put me in football and things, but there's just something that you're having your father there.
Yeah.
You just learn things, and I was always attached to women, and then I realized, yo, my mom is another. It was a point when I realized my mom is a woman.
Mhm.
I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm like, yo,
Yeah,
she be
know it
doing
does. It does.
women shit, and
Yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying?
Bro,
And
I
like,
I got
she
you.
can't. My mom used to always crash cars and not that, doing
Stupid
just
shit.
goofy stuff, like not getting the car serviced, and I didn't notice it at a young age.
Mhm.
And if she'd have had a man there, it would have been like, yo, get this car fixed, do this. The fucking smoke alarm keeps beeping. Just little things that women don't
Yeah.
give a fuck
Yeah.
about. So I'll just say there's just a lot of stuff that you got to figure out on your own.
Not only that, but also seeing your mom bring men into the house and get fucked is different than seeing your dad bring women into the house and knowing he's fucking them.
Yeah.
Right. I never met my father, like I said. I think being raised by your father is probably one of the best things that could happen to you. Shout out to all the single mothers out there. There's some really good single mothers out there for sure. But I would say that if I had a chance, I would definitely, like, if I had a way to like make this a law, I would say that most kids would turn out better if they were raised by their fathers rather than their mothers. Mothers tend to coddle people. They tend to be overprotective. You get enabled to do things. And I would say this: I have 4 sisters. I had no brothers, and I used to tell Jules all the time. I was like, "Yo, if I had 4 brothers, I'd take over the fucking world. If I had 4 brothers that thought like me, I'd take over the fucking world, bro." But when you have sisters and you have to take care of your sisters, bro, you're hindered, right?
Mm-hmm.
Also, when you're raised around women, you become very emotional because you have nothing but emotions around you. Everybody's emotion, they're in their periods, and then they sync their periods, and everybody's bro, it's crazy, right? And so it's like you just become emotional by default. It's not like you want to be that way. What helped me was going to jail. Going to jail helped me a lot. I got my ass beat in jail. I beat some ass in jail. You know what I mean? Like it taught me a lot. It taught me like, nah, this is society. This is where like if you do something, if you say the wrong thing,
every action has a reaction.
If you bet something playing spades and you lost and you don't give it to that man, like you said, you're gonna get shanked, you're gonna get stabbed, you're gonna go to the hospital, right? So that helped me out a lot, and that came from men. Like women can't teach men shit, bro. I'm just being honest. You can't teach men shit.
Adam came first. Eve came from
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. So I would definitely say not having even now, like I have kids. Like if I completely ghost my kids, I'm setting them up for failure. And that's why I won't do that. But I think a mother can be gone. And I mean, okay, so here's the 2 things, right? Would you rather your son be raised up with love and emotions, or would you rather your son or daughter be brought up disciplined
Discipline.
and strict?
Because the world is
Right?
not nice.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like that's how I look at women and men. You can't sit here and tell me that a mother could raise a man, because at the age of 13, 14, that young man can
Needs a father
can
figure.
literally whoop that woman's ass if he really wanted to.
Mhm.
Okay. Now that young 13, 14-year-old would not whoop his father's ass.
Yeah.
Unless that was a really super fucking weak guy. But yeah, what about that?
Just
What do you
that I
think?
don't, because y'all took like a lot of stuff. It's just the simple things of making mistakes. When you make a mistake, your mother is always gonna nurture you. It's okay. You will fix that. Thankfully, I had a grandmother that raised me. She acted like my father. She was like, "Oh, like you're stupid, but that's not your fault. Your mother's this, you know, she's making it
your
easy.
mother's a hoe.
She's coddling you.
Yeah.
Stupid shit like that." And it was just like, so I'd
Yeah.
say the mistakes
Shout out to
and the
grandma.
discipline factor.
Black mothers, we tend to be a little bit rougher on our sons. 'Cause we don't
Speaking
want
to the mic, bro.
Black women tend to be a little bit harder on our sons because we don't want our sons to be no hoe.
To being a hoe,
Yeah, like be no bitch.
being no bitch. Okay.
Any of the other ladies have a question?
You have a question right here? You don't have a question.
I have something to say to that though. I feel like black mothers are more harder on their sons.
They're masculine.
Yeah, that too. But I feel like they're more harder on their sons because of the men they've dealt with before in
True.
the past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like that contributes to how they treat their kid.
Okay, that's a really good point right
Yeah.
there. Shout out to you. You have a question for us?
Oh, I got a good one.
Yeah, speaking to the mic though.
I
When you say,
I seen this on YouTube today.
fix your mic, bro. Face that shit towards your mouth.
I seen this on YouTube today, and they said Joe Byron giving out 300 if we pick some cotton.
I don't know
Wait.
what.
Well,
the
I
hell is-
Oh, she said that she saw a video. Joe
Joe
Biden.
is giving out 300 an hour to pick cotton.
Okay, you want to translate that for us?
Yeah, so she's saying that that she saw a video that Joe Biden was saying that if you pick cotton, he'll pay you $300 an hour.
Okay.
So I'm assuming her question is, what do you guys think about that?
What y'all doing?
Are you about to go
300.
big?
Oh,
Come on,
wait.
Bob.
An hour? Yeah. Oh, I'll be out there
Everybody,
quick.
let's go.
I'll be out there quick. 300 an
I was
hour?
about to say that
$9K
300 an hour is
a
a
week.
lot.
Hold on.
36K a month. That's how much
Hold
pilots
on,
get paid.
hold on.
Yeah,
So real quick. So you guys would be mad if people enslaved you, but as long as they pay you for it, you're cool with it.
Fuck yeah,
Hell
$300
yeah.
an hour. Come on, Bama.
Bro, hold on.
Where slaves
hold
get
on.
paid back then.
Yo. Martin Luther King he's turning around
Turning
right
in
now.
his
Hey,
Wait,
man.
because we
Hey,
said we
man.
pick cotton?
We wasn't mad about picking the cotton. We
Yeah.
was mad because we
We
was
enslaved.
poor. We wasn't getting paid
No,
for
you
it.
got no.
We was getting our ass whooped. for free-
Exactly.
for
Yes.
free-
No,
for free
it
work.
wasn't because you weren't getting paid to
Yeah,
work.
we was
It
getting
was
our
more.
ass
whipped
Do you-
for
It was
free
because
work.
I'm getting sold like if I was a freaking animal.
No, but
like,
not only that,
no.
they used to eat the leftovers of people. They used to
Exactly.
be treated like
Right.
with no, like they used
Women
to
got
just.
raped.
Now he's
Yeah.
offering $300 for you to pick it. Now it's a choice. You go do it.
Yeah,
Choice.
better conditions.
I'm
Exactly.
honestly,
Now we ain't got to eat like they had to eat back in the day. This, that, and the third.
No, but
I'm honestly disgusted with the fact that you said that. To be honest,
Which part?
I'm disgusted with you too.
Now we go pick cotton for 300 an hour?
Come on. bro.
Hold on. What's the problem with that?
Yo, that chat says, "Where is the field?"
I'm
Hey,
so
we're gonna
confused,
send a
like,
chat to the
what's wrong with
cocktails.
that?
Let me hold on. Would you do it for $300?
Hell no.
I'm gonna tell you why. Here's the difference. Your generation is a stupid generation. His generation is closer to the generation that you saw your parents struggle through that shit. Like you saw the racism because it was close to your parents and your grandparents had to see that shit. He hasn't seen that shit. The 20-year-olds haven't seen that shit.
Nah, I picked this shit.
You
We ain't
haven't
gonna never
seen
be
that shit,
broke
bro.
again.
First of all, Cream, you
I
ain't
mean,
gonna
that-
last out in the damn
NBA
field.
never broke
That ass
again.
gonna fall right
You
the
gonna
fuck
die. You gonna be the first one to drop.
she gonna sweat the
Dehydration.
BBL off.
So
I don't agree with Eric Eric just said, but Steve, why wouldn't you do it? I'm confused. So,
Yeah.
I don't want to pick cotton out in the fucking field. I just don't want to.
36K a
no,
month.
but hold on.
It's cool. I can make
forget
36K
the
doing other shit.
forget the money. That's the reason
It's
why,
the
right?
symbolism, bro.
'Cause if
It's
it was
no,
a-
it's
Steve,
it's
if
not
it
about
was
the money.
100K
It's not about the money, bro. It's about the symbolism. If he was saying he's gonna fucking pay you guys $300 to go fishing, that's different. Your ancestors have to fucking fight and get bit by dogs, fire hosed, get killed and murdered and lynched to make sure that you guys didn't have to do that shit. And now for $300 fucking dollars, you're saying I'll go back and do it. What I'm saying is it's the symbolism, bro. It's different. They're not offering you $300 to go fucking hunt in the woods.
Okay,
they're offering you $300 to go back to the same shit that eventually that your ancestors have to fight to take you out of. Is the symbolism?
Is he offering this to black people or is this for everyone?
Just black
people.
people. No, it has.
It's just black
I
people.
think they said just black people.
Listen,
Okay,
man.
then not.
Look,
I mean,
that's
that's even
that's
worse.
clearly
bro.
that's different.
Like I said,
that's
bro.
different.
Like
Y'all don't have the opportunity.
If he was offering everyone every
Bro.
race, then like why would I
Yeah.
not do that?
Bro.
That's capitalism. But if it's for just strictly black people, why would I do that?
I come from a generation where people still felt like, yo, you can't buy me, bro. You cannot buy me. That buying a man is equivalent to having a hoe as a wife. You can't buy a man, bro. A real man cannot be bought. I don't give a fuck if it's $1 million, $1 billion. A real man cannot be bought, bro. And then everybody in the chat, where's the fear? Where's the yo? A real man cannot be bought. It comes death before dishonor. You got that shit tatted on your fucking neck. A real man cannot be bought,
A job is a job.
bro. But
I think you're using the
missing
symbolism
point.
too
And
hard.
honestly-
A job is a job.
And
Yeah.
honestly, what people fought for
I'm more
was
black than you are.
what people fought for was freedom. Now they have the freedom to make a choice to
Yes,
either
that's
work on
fine,
that or
but
not.
And if- listen,
hold on.
listen,
You're
listen,
missing the point. It's the symbolism. Why do you think they're telling them $300 to go pick cotton?
Hey, for a week, I'm getting my
Bro.
reparations. These
Hold
niggas
on.
They're
ain't
not
getting
reparations.
paid.
Don't cause you to go do anything like that.
I'll
bro.
never be broke again. Picking
See,
cotton
yeah,
for
this is
$200
ignorance.
a
Ignorance is
week.
bliss.
So hold
Ignorance
on, hold
is
on.
bliss.
So are we
Uh-uh.
saying the only thing slaves did were pick cotton? Because I'll start.
not
Hey,
what-
we
I'll
had
start-
other things.
I'll
too.
start
That's not
listening
what-
shit.
That's not what we're saying. What I'm saying is that just happens to be one of the main things that they were known for.
Mhm.
Why would you go back and do it for $300? But
You're
300
back. You're
bro,
backpedaling.
First of
Here's
all,
the thing.
yo, hold on.
A lot
Yo,
of y'all work at
yo,
Amazon for $19.50.
yo, listen to me. Yo, stop having side conversation, guys. What I'm saying is it comes down to the symbolism, right? Imagine if they were offering $300 to go back into concentration camps. You think the fucking people that went through the Holocaust would be like, oh, well, yeah, fuck it. It's $300. We
It's
could
money
do
in
it.
it
Bro,
now.
it's symbolism, guys. You have to pay attention to this shit, bro. This shit is done on purpose. It's symbolism. And I'm really kind of disgusted at some of you guys saying that, oh, I do it. Bro, listen, they're trying to buy people. They're trying to pay you money to do shit that you know you normally wouldn't do.
Chat, I'm disgusted of all.
I'm
of you.
disgusted. And I'm more
So-
black.
Chat-
I'm more black
So-
than all of you guys.
So if they were like
Eric's more
$300,
black than
Come
chat.
on, chat.
so if they were like $300, only a white person could do it. There's
You
nothing wrong with
niggas,
it.
let's
No.
go.
I actually just searched up the whole thing. He didn't give any race this job.
Oh,
He
so
said
it's
it
for
was
everybody.
it was 300 for whoever wanted to
Oh,
pick cotton.
So that's
there
even
was
better. Everybody
Okay.
can pick it now.
If they offered me $300 to cross the fucking border,
That's not a job.
do you think I'm just saying in general, right? Like there's so many.
Give me a
like,
job. You're listening.
If they
like,
offered me
a concentration
$300
camp,
to
like-
go, well, that's different. But again, like,
give me a job.
what do you mean? Give you a job?
Give me a job. Like you're
Nigga,
listening to
what
concentration
is a
camp.
job?
Job
I'm talking- I
orders,
said
I'm
like-
about to say
cross
it's
on the
people
border
that
'cause I'm
get paid to
Hispanic.
be the dummy people at the fucking police academies.
I don't know.
I don't know what you
What
just
the
said.
fuck are you
I
talking
don't know
about?
what you're talking about.
It's like
I'm
you're
saying,
speaking Chinese all of a sudden.
I'm
bro.
saying, give me a job besides. I mean, you didn't name jobs. Give me a job that would be equivalent to, I guess, a Hispanic
fruit.
crossing the border.
Picking-
True.
But that's what I'm saying. Picking fruit, picking avocados,
Yeah. Construction.
and people
Selling
and-
oranges.
and people do that today, but they get paid for it.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is,
Again, so what's the
hold
difference?
on, let me finish, bro. Shut the fuck up. Let me
Goddamn,
finish. What I'm
Craig.
saying is, back in the day, our people weren't being lynched for that.
Yeah, we
They
were
weren't getting
willingly
murdered
doing
for
it,
that,
yeah.
right? We were doing it because they wanted to. What I'm saying is, there's symbolism in this,
Mhm.
right? I would not do it, bro. Whatever.
I wouldn't either.
I can't be bought, bro. You can't. $300 is not that fucking much, to be honest,
It's
bro.
not just 300.
It's an hour.
Yeah, it's by the
Okay.
hour.
All right, cool.
All right,
Yeah.
y'all
Well,
go
let
pick
me
the
tell you
cotton.
Some
something.
work
You
ethics.
won't see the white people running down there to pick cotton. I promise you that.
Who?
I
They
promise
was
you
in
that,
the
bro.
comments asking, could they paint themselves black?
Bro, this is retarded, bro. This is mind blowing, bro. This is ridiculous. Do we have any other super chats, real quick?
Yeah, we got some that's under the threshold.
All right, let's read those real quick, man.
All right, we got Diego, Jennifer speaking facts, root for the hero. We got International Al for the woman who think that they want their man medium ugly. If you saw your man DMing mad girls and getting curved by nonstop, how would you feel?
Happy.
How would you feel? I think that was you, right? Who said the medium ugly guy?
Happy.
Was that you?
Creamy.
Okay,
That was
so
creamy.
you feel happy.
Even if you wanted to go cheat on me, when no bitch wants you but me, you stuck, motherfucker.
All right, man. Let's get to the other ones. Go ahead, bro.
That's all.
That's all of them. Okay, cool. Real quick, I want to get your thoughts on today's show. What's up?
I got a lot from today's show. I learned a lot about, her. And I learned a lot about you too.
Let me ask you a question real quick. Are you cool with what she does?
No.
You think it's cool that her man and her have that weird
No,
relationship?
but let me say this.
Oh,
I
see,
feel
there goes that
like,
butt.
listen, what she does makes sense for her. If it makes her money, that's her business. At the end of the day, you cannot just be a regular woman with a regular job
Everybody
making the
live
same
different
money that
lifestyles.
she does.
Okay, but she's
hoeing.
selling that. You don't understand
This
what you're...
bitch is fucking for free.
Okay, I understand that. Okay, but right now we're talking about you. What I'm saying is when you can sell a part of your dignity for a little bit of extra money, is it really worth it? Is what I'm asking. Is it really worth it?
Not in the end, no. But
Okay,
she doesn't see that yet.
Okay, but when you sit here and say, I don't agree with what she's doing, but it makes sense because which you're enabling that. You're giving her a justification, right?
Sure.
And that's what I'm saying. Like women, why is it so hard for you guys to keep each other accountable?
But that depends, because at least with me and my friend group, we keep each other accountable. If one of us out of line, we tell each other like, "Yo, like you're out of line for this, that, the third, and yeah, you need to fix it." But that just also depends with the people that you surround yourself with.
And
Okay.
everybody's lifestyle. Everybody don't live the same type of lifestyle.
Okay, so I cut you off. I'm sorry. So what are your thoughts?
Basically I was just saying that I learned a lot from the show today. Picked up on a few gems. I learned about, I'm young too, and comparing my situation to her, that could have easily been me, in that situation. So I just took away that, yes, I'm still in my prime, but there's a right time to do things, if that makes sense, and then also doing it with the right person for me. So.
You can still be in your 20s, pick the right person to be with, and have a really nice life. Like picking the right person is not reserved for the 30s. If you're smart, you can do it in the 20s too. You should do it in the 20s. Women wait till their 30s because that's when they're less desirable by society and men in general. For some reason, when you hit that wall and life is like, yo, the guys don't want you anymore. You're not getting the DMs. You can go to the club this time, but the promoter ain't paying for your shit.
It's like when Jenny went back to Forrest Gump.
Yeah, it's like all of a sudden, reality hits you and you realize, damn, I'm not the shit anymore.
Yep.
Congratulations, your value has expired, right? So don't wait till you're in your 30s. What about you? Thoughts on the show?
It really opened me up to see, because I mean I'm
Don't be
young.
saying that.
No. Let me get the
Yeah.
point across. No, in the sense of like I'm young, but I'm not. I got to hear this perspective of like people that are older than me and people that are younger than me. You can see like the level of like maturity that go throughout the ages, and it just helped me a lot to understand, because in my personal life I have people that are older and younger, and it's gonna help me like maneuver the situation and know how to go about things from now on. So it's
Shout
helped.
out to you. What about you? Thoughts on the show?
I really loved it today. I learned a lot. I think it's always good to see like the male perspective versus the female perspective, even just like age differences. So it's always good to learn.
Shout out to you and thanks for coming back. I know yesterday was a crazy fucking show. Yesterday's
Yes.
show was crazy. Let me ask you a question before we move on to her. Who has life easier, men or women?
Women.
Women. Okay. Would you still say, knowing everything you know, would you rather be a man or a woman today?
Woman.
Okay. Because it's easier?
It is, yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right, cool. What about you? Thoughts on the show?
Hey man, I'm always here. It's always lit. It's always good to be here.
Appreciate it. Yeah. Thanks so much. What about you? Thoughts on the show?
I had a good time.
That was kind of predictable.
Red flag. I don't think you had a good time.
I think that I low-key like got humbled,
Really?
and I've never been humbled.
Yo, that's the
I did
So-
say she needed
that's the
reality.
yo. Listen, that's the
Yeah.
best thing, and that's the most honorable thing you said tonight, all night. And I respect that. I respect that because being humble doesn't taste good, but sometimes it's really good for you.
Yeah, but
You know what I
honestly,
mean?
like usually I would take offense and I'd be like, "Yo," but I honestly like I didn't take it like in a bad way. I
Yeah,
didn't
because
take-
ultimately, even though we don't know you, but we're trying to help you
yeah,
so you can grow.
so I didn't take it in a way of like you guys trying to like come at me or like any way. Like actually,
That's
I
good.
respect it.
Okay, shout out to you. I always tell the ladies that when you come on here, I'm not trying to have sex with you. I'm not looking for anything from you. So when I tell you things, I'm genuinely telling you things because this is like my aunt. I treat you guys like sisters, you know. Now when guys are trying to fuck you and they're in your DMs, they're not gonna tell you the truth.
Mhm.
They're gonna
True.
tell you what you want to hear, which is why women come on here and they're so confused because they're like, but I have all these guys telling me this, and I'm like, yes,
Yeah,
they
wanna-
all
they want to get in your pants.
they all want one thing from you. They're gonna tell you the best things. They're not gonna tell you the truth, right? I had a guy right before the show started. Me and him were arguing in the comment section because he went on the video that has 300 comments, and he was like, guys that say body count matters don't get no pussy. And then he was saying I was ugly and I get no pussy, and I'm like, you don't know me in real life, bro. I get a shit ton of pussy in real life. I'm good, but these are the men that go on there trying to appeal to women, hoping that these women will be like, oh my god, he's so good, like such a nice guy, and those are ultimately the guys that women don't even want. They don't want them, bro. So shout out to that loser. Okay, cool. What about you, man? Thoughts on the show?
This show was lit. Cream, you should have been here yesterday, so
Yeah.
you're gonna handle a couple business. You know what I'm saying? Hit some-
Why the fuck
hit
you
that
never
1, 2,
put
2
me on the
piece or-
panel when it's a lot of black people?
Bro, that's
because you have a lot of
Low-key
energy, and
racist.
sometimes
am I the
it be
only
dead.
black person that gets offended by this stuff?
No, not really, because every
You
black
get offended too?
No,
Nah,
Nah.
niggas, we just talk like that.
I didn't grow up like that, so why take offense to it?
Okay.
I mean, I was just surrounded by that. So she from Atlanta, I'm from Atlanta.
Yeah,
It's a lot of
From
ghetto-ness
trenches.
going on here.
it's like our culture, y'all culture down here. When I came down here and seen like how cultural y'all black people
Plus,
were,
I wasn't even
I
born
loved
in
it
America.
because in Atlanta we straight niggas and straight the hood like.
Yo, you tough. She's a
Yeah.
tough cookie right there, man. Now, you a lot to handle. I'll tell you that much.
Shout
You
out
are-
to your man.
No,
Yeah,
for handling you.
Shout out to your lady because I think you overpower him.
You a tough cookie.
Yes, I think you
Damn.
overpower him, bro. The way you act, I think.
You're lucky you have a dude that's putting up with that, though. I'm
No,
gonna be
I
honest
think
with
her man is very passive. I think he's complacent, bro.
Bro, I don't think,
He is
bro.
passive. We talked about it
she's-
last time.
She's pimping herself out, but she's also pimping her man out because all their shit is under her name. All the cards, all the houses, all the cars under her name.
Immigrant.
He's an immigrant.
He's an immigrant.
You see, she has him under control,
Yeah,
bro.
she got a lease on that nigga.
Yeah, you have leverage.
Here's
on
my
him.
money. Go make 10 times more and give that shit back.
What sign are you?
Listen. You picked a man that you have leverage over, and that's not an ideal relationship for most women. I'm sorry. What sign are you? Is that what you asked her?
No, I did-
said that.
I
I
did
I'm a
asked
not.
her what sign.
Capricorn.
I did
Okay.
not say that.
What does that have to
Very
do with any-
logical.
No, I just wanted to know.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Shout out to you. What about
It was a good show. I appreciate you ladies for coming out. Hopefully you've taken some things from this show today. All of you are gonna get cheated on, and you're probably not gonna make it.
Hey man, I've
Okay.
had times my man has pocket
Wait a
dialed
minute.
me. I don't know, Jules, if you've ever had
Good
this
luck.
moment. Have you ever? Has your man ever pocket dialed you and you just sat on the phone? And listened?
you? Pocket dialed you?
Like when you call somebody by mistake, you don't know you called
them,
them.
and you don't know you called
Like a
them,
butt
and the
dial?
whole
Yeah.
time
Speak
they're
into the
on
mic,
phone,
please. Into the mic.
And the whole time they're on the phone,
Mhm.
he's had so many times like that, and I just sit there and listen.
Okay. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So this show was definitely better than yesterday's, even though yesterday's was very animated. I would say.
I didn't like yesterday.
we almost had, like-
it was annoying.
Yeah, we almost had like 3 different fights
I
yesterday.
literally took my headsets off. I could not take it anymore.
All right, so here's what I'll say. You're super cool. Thanks for coming. Appreciate you being on time. Same with you. Same with you. You guys were on time and respectful. Thank you. Thank you for always coming and supporting us. That means a lot. You too. You were super cool, actually. Believe it or not, you were super late though. You got to
Yeah.
work on that
I
for
thought
sure.
Tell me why I thought it was tomorrow. Like my friends, we all.
I
made an
messaged you
appointment
3
to come
times today.
Tomorrow.
I messaged you 3 times
No, I
today.
know, but then when I hit up my friends, I was like, "Guys, are we getting ready?" They're like, "You booked it for the wrong day. It's supposed to be tomorrow."
Yeah, but
And I
why
was-
couldn't you communicate that with me though? What like what?
Oh, so your friends are coming tomorrow?
Was
Your
I
friends
supposed-
are coming tomorrow?
Was I supposed to read your mind
Yeah,
though?
like 2 of them, I think.
Was I supposed to read your mind though?
No,
So listen, simple communication, you could avoid so many things. You know what I mean? And I think all women should take that into
Maybe
account.
the universe meant for you to be on this panel, not that one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Because if
okay.
not, you wouldn't have been
Yeah,
humbled.
and your friends would have enabled you.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
they
what's
would've-
wrong
I
with
think
what
there
you're
definitely would have been a
doing?
fight.
Do we know your friends?
I don't know if you know them, but
Okay.
they did make like appointments for.
Okay,
tomorrow,
I'll
so-
see. Yeah, I'll see. I'll look at the
Have they
appointments.
been on the show already?
No.
Okay,
no,
then we
they
don't know
haven't.
them.
Okay, then
Okay,
yeah,
cool. We don't know
we'll
them. Yeah. I will say this: the number one thing that I appreciate about you is that at the end of the day, you can see, hey, you know what? Maybe I needed this,
Mhm.
and I've been there before. I used to play the victim all the time, and it wasn't until one day I realized no one's coming to save you. No one's coming to save you, bro. No one's gonna come and save you, or you, anyone, or you guys. No one's coming to save you. You have to save yourself. So hopefully, if we could help you that way, then it was all worth it. Chat, man, you guys were always supporting us, super chatting. We appreciate you guys, man. You guys were kind of dead today. I'm not gonna lie,
No, they were not.
kind of fucking dead.
No,
At
they
least
were
in the
not.
chat,
We had
they were.
about 1,400. We had a lot of people.
Anyways, man, we appreciate you guys. Thanks for supporting. We'll see you guys tomorrow, man. Have a good night.
Thank you guys.
I would have touched you with a fucking stick.
Them to come on heels. A lot of girls don't answer.